loads more courses. But yeah, I will always be buying from Jewellery Maker. I am that sort of person with energy who likes to jump from medium to medium. Depending on what day of the week it is, depending on what I feel like. I find I work differently if I'm sitting in my workroom at the table than I do when I'm sitting with a tray in front of the television. But yeah, no, I would say to new people coming in, if you are looking at genuine gemstones, it's got to be Jewellery Maker. I would say look at the bundles, because I think you do some really good bundles. And press the button quick and buy them. You know, don't wait to think about it, because I think that's one of the big things, is if you wait, it's gone. You can always order, and what I usually do is I'll order, and I'll have other things in the back of my mind that I can add to that order to get your postage money's worth. Yeah. And if I don't like it, I can send it back. But I think that is the way to buy.
Hello, hello and welcome back. It's lush to have your company here today at Jewellery Maker. I'm going to be with you until 5 o'clock and I want all your stories, what you're up to. I'll come up with a subject in a minute. I will. Have you ever had tales at sea? Because we were talking, Mags and I and Angela, about tales at sea, and so was Phil. I get sick at sea. I want to know your tales at sea. 60777 is the text and message number to be sending us your text messages into. I'm not on me Todd. I'm not on me one. I'm joined by the gorgeous, the fantastic, the very profitable Sammi, the wire bender Fletcher.
Hello, my lover.
All right, my love.
It's so good to be with you.
You too. We slept under the same stars last night.
Oh, we did.
We did. We were just across the field from one another. I should have shouted you out the window.
Yeah, should have done.
I can see your house from my mum's house.
Yeah, I know.
It's true. You don't care about that though. You care about what the treats we've got for you. Sammi, I've stolen a piece of your jewellery already. It keeps disappearing down there, so... it's an amazing necklace. You're going to be giving us some really fantastic design inspiration today.
Thank you.
You've done really well today, girl. I said to Sammi in the dressing room, I forgot how brilliant you were. And she went, yeah, I know, yeah. I'm going to talk to Sammi about that later, but right now I'm going to be giving you some display busts. Now Sammi does actually sell her jewellery out there in vintage fairs and markets. She's very successful. I'm going to talk to Sammi about that later, but I literally rang her out earlier. I was like, how much money do you make? Da, da, da. She gave me everything, so I'm going to tell you all of that gossip. Now have a look at these display busts. Very important to be able to display your jewellery in a nice manner. Not just for if you're selling it on, or if you've got jewellery parties, or if you've got fairs and things like that, but also if you're photographing your jewellery. It's really, really important. And I like this one because it's staggered, and I also like this one because they stack. So if you are a jewellery maker on the go, very compact. Now also, you can display bracelets and watches if you do this with them. So you can indeed. Now I've got 2 strands of pearls. I wouldn't want to be displaying my pearls, my white pearls, on this because they'd get lost. And equally, I wouldn't want to be displaying my black pearls on that one because they get lost. So you need to have the both colours. Now, of course, the traditional thing to do with this is have it up this way and use those steps so that you can get more than one necklace on this piece. So if space is an issue, then these are for you. And also they're great if you've just started jewellery making. You need to get loads of display pieces in as well. Now, have you got a hole punch? We gave it you yesterday. If you have, do you know what I would do? I'd hold, oh, we got them again today. We've got a different one. I'd punch some holes in this so that you can put earrings in it as well. Would you do that, Lady Fletch?
It's always nice if you've got sets to be able to have matching earrings with. The thing I like about that is you can have several pendants on there at once. You can have them at different heights, and then maybe one set of earrings that go with everything. So maybe a simple pearl studs or something like that.
Yeah.
Look really good.
You can put suites of jewellery on here, like a bracelet and a necklace as well. Now, you can also back these. Do you like doing your decoupage and things like that? Have you got a vintage theme to your stand? The great thing about using the PVA ones, or the acrylic ones, is that you can bind your fabrics onto these as well. So you can keep it in that theme. You can go to the fabric shop, you can go to Kath Kidston, she's got lovely fabrics, and you can actually put your Kath Kidston fabrics over the top of these as well. It could be you're going to the fabric warehouse, or you could give me another one, Sammi.
Fabric shops. I'm terrible at
Come
fabric
on.
shops. They do them in the range, don't they?
There you go, thank you very much. £9.90 for the both. NKG, I love Kath Kidston fabrics.
Oh,
my sister made a blind out of, oh, I love
My
it.
sister works for them.
Oh,
She does.
£5.95 for the both. Sammi, for you, is this something that you think, right, it's a great price? Talk to me about the price and what you're buying here as a jewellery maker.
The price is brilliant. Like you say, they're stackable, so they take up less space. It's less boxes to transport. So because quite often we don't always have a big car. Obviously, I've got a car that I can take absolutely everything
Well,
in.
you've got all those children.
And also, I'm quite established as well. So rather than, it was a choice between getting another really big car or getting a van. So I went for the car. So,
okay.
But not everybody has that room, so you definitely need stuff that's compact, really good
Some
value
people
for
can't
money.
drive.
Exactly, some people don't, so you can carry it all around. You can also take them to work, so if you're taking a portfolio bag with a few pieces in, which is quite a common thing to do, to take to your work or your husband's work, and then you can just have a few bits to put on display. It's really good for that. My whole stall is monochrome. I have black and white, purely black and white stands.
That surprises me, because you're quite a colourful person.
I am, but I want the jewellery to speak for itself. So I want, like you say, just black or white. It's the best way to display your stones. You don't want to
really?
I don't recommend. I mean, some people do like to decopatch that, things like that.
But no, you're saying don't do it.
But I'm saying no, because you want to keep it really plain and let your jewellery just speak for itself.
Yeah, you're right. I detract that sentence then.
Yeah, and
take it
also
back. I
because
swallow
they're
it back down.
PVA, you can wipe them clean. So, which is an issue with the leatherette.
It's got to be clean. It's got to be. No, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy something from someone's dirty bust.
No, you don't. No, you really don't. No, that's not a good image, and it's not where we want to be, is it? So.
No one likes a dirty bust. £5.95 NKG C63. Alright, okay. It was all said in innocence, that mind.
Yes.
0806 444 655. Loading there. Wendy from Ayrshire. Do you know Wendy? We might. She's got hers. Danielle's got 3. Beverly's got 2. Margaret, you've got 2. Sabine, you've got 2. Linda's got 3 of these in Hertfordshire. Elizabeth's got 4. You're going bananas, and rightly so. £5.95. I think these are going to sell out very fast. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. And you know what? If you don't know how to shop, get on the dog and bone. The number's on your screen right there, or you can do it on the website, JewelleryMaker.com, or if you haven't done so already, download the app. And these are wipe clean. They are fantastically monochrome, so they allow the jewellery to speak for itself. That's really important, isn't it? And I didn't think of that, but then that's why Sam is here, isn't it? Now, I'm going to leave those because it does look like they're going to sell out, but if you have got it in a basket, check that basket out. I'm going to give to you. Oh, by the way, I've got a metre of sterling silver chain. What am I doing? You put it somewhere here, did you? I reckon it's been taken away. So I'm going to give you this metre of chain. Chain's so important. Oh, did you tune in yesterday and see Hayley? I really loved Hayley's designs, did you? Did you watch Hayley yesterday? I did. You did? Sorry, Mikey was in front of you then. Sorry, Mikey. Sorry. I thought she was great, and I thought she had some really good points. I really loved the delicate jewellery she did. Totally different genre to your genres, of course. Yeah. But really loved it. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I like simple, classic, elegant jewellery.
Yeah.
And a lot of us do. So it's really nice to see it. It's really good. She did a great job, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought she did. And you know what? having chain in your stash, real chain. Sammi, you told me earlier that you use mainly sterling silver or bare copper on your pieces of jewellery.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I like forever pieces, sterling silver. It's about quality as well. If I'm putting time into a piece, it's nice for that piece to be forever, and I can also hallmark it if it's silver, so then I'm signing it, and it's just like you're leaving something behind, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
That'd be maudlin. But you know, it
doesn't
also,
tarnish.
It doesn't tarnish. Silver has a perceived value, so it also says it says that you're worth something working with a piece like that, or giving it as a gift.
You've got a whole metre of chain here, so you can use it for bracelets, you can use it for necklaces, or you can use it within your designs. Oh my gosh, it's only £5.95 for a metre. Do you buy sterling silver, Sammi, online by the metre sometimes, or by the centimetre? How do you buy it?
I buy it by the metre.
Okay, what's the average price then for a sterling silver chain by the metre? Do you know?
I really don't know, because it depends on the weight of the chain.
Yeah.
Because some chains weigh more, and the cut of the chain, and whether you're going for like a snake, a rope, a curb. You know what I mean? A Rolo
prices
chain.
Fluctuate,
they do fluctuate, and the price of silver on the day as well. So that seems very cheap to me.
Good value is what we like to say.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't say cheap, do I? Because it's silver, and silver isn't cheap. But yeah, good value, sorry.
Solid sterling silver, that's a very low price is what Sam is saying. It's a very expensive looking chain for a very low price tag. Loads and loads and loads if you're buying this. It's a silver curb chain, it's a millimetre thick, and it's about to sell out. VRP 072, £5.95. Berkshire, Wiltshire, Lorraine's got 2, Collector in London's got 2. Sissy, hello Sissy. Sissy bought me my bead loom. She's the one that turned me into an actual lunatic. You've got 2. Kathleen's got 2. Linda in Hertfordshire. This is how we roll in Hertfordshire. She's got 7. She's got 7. It's gone, sold out. Sorry. Mike's, there it is. Mike took that away, do you know that? Mike's normally directing, but today he's on floor for some reason. He's not anymore. There he is. Wave, Mike, wave. Perform, Mike, dance. I love little Mikey. He's so cute. He's a cute little ferret of a man. Now, he is. Like you think he's really cute and you just want to go, oh, and then he bites you from nowhere. Have a look. Right, I want this, not as a toggle clasp though, I'll be honest with you. I want this to put resin in, and it reminds me of, what is it called? An acorn. Reminds me of an acorn. I absolutely love this finding. I want to put resin in the middle of it and put like a pressed flower or something cute in the middle of it.
That'd be beautiful.
I love this finding.
Or you could just suspend a tiny little briolette in there, couldn't you, as well, if you didn't...
Yes.
Yeah, if you didn't want a resin.
Little peridot.
Yeah.
You did that for me once, you probably can't remember, but I've still got it.
I can barely remember what I ate yesterday.
Well, you did.
Terrible.
You made me... We had a crown toggle clasp and you put a little peridot in the middle of it for Mia. Now, still got it. Don't wear it because in case I have to give it back. Have a look at this. 2.8 grams of solid steel. Even the T-bar is beautiful on this. I would use like berry colours in gemstones and keep the theme. I would use like, you know, we had those really lovely rubies the other day with the clarity when I was on with Mark. £5.95 for all this silver. Did you see how much Kim was doing the silver for again? I ain't saying nothing. £5.95. Now this has been oxidised, which means the oxygen's got to the silver and it's blackened it, which is something that we do on purpose, Sammi. You do it all the time.
I do. I love to do it because it kind of brings out all the detail. Gives it a kind of 3D effect. Yeah. It almost finishes a piece.
It does, it does. It makes it look more, I think, in some cases more expensive because it looks vintage. £5.95 is a tiny price tag to pay for something that is so detailed and is in solid sterling silver. It's a great price. Can you add, if you use something like this, Sammi, would you then go, right, I'm going to actually double the, would you add a couple of pounds on top, or would you double the cost of the piece, or
you should
what?
Double the cost of the finding, definitely.
You should.
But yeah, because pretty much you 100% and then work out your hourly rate and blah, 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 you know, when you're sorting out a price. But a thing like that just adds such attention to detail. It'd be lovely with like emeralds, and it'd be lovely with, you know, like you say, following the berry theme.
Yeah.
Or peridot and garnet, if you really wanted to go there.
Always peridot and garnet, always.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's attention to detail. So when you have findings like that, it really does lift the whole of your piece. And also, when somebody sees one of those, if you're talking about having a stall, then they'll look around the rest of the store because they think, oh, I really like that little bit, even if it's just the clasp.
Yeah.
And then they just look at everything else. It's really important to get people looking.
So it's the attention to detail. £5.95. HCPK05, Linda, you've got yours collected in Greater Manchester. Edwina in Gwynedd, Susan in Shropshire, Terry Ray in Greater London, Yvonne, you've got yours. Keep texting us in Beverley and Cardiff. It looks like the head of Buddha. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or a thistle.
A thistle, a Buddha. Yeah, I think you can see so much in different pieces, can't you? I had an experience at sea on a cruise in a Force 11 gale while carrying a glass of wine and a bottle of wine. My skirt blew up over my head, but I never spilled a drop. You got that? It's funny, isn't it? How you just think, I'd rather, instead of drop the glass, you'd rather fall over and be like that.
Yeah. Oh,
broken
definitely.
legs. It's all fine. We could just drop the glass and be like, well, fair play to you, girl. Experiences at sea, anybody, or in air? We want to know. 60777. I'm going to go on over to Sammi the Wirebender now. That's what's happening. I'm coming. Are you ready for me?
I am ready for you.
All right, I'm coming over. Now, Sammi, I'm going to bring my chair, actually. This looks elegant live on air, doesn't it? Because Sammy's sitting down. We could just have a chair ready, but no, it's live TV. Why would we do that? Why would we have it ready?
That's my fault, because there was a chair there, and then I got them to...
Oh, you made them move it, did you?
Sorry.
Being a diva again, were you?
Of course. Always. No, it's because I wanted the one without wheels, because when I try and get... I
haven't got wheels, I'm sturdy.
Yeah, that one has wheels, so when I try and get
no
on
good
it,
for you.
I just go flying, and while it's really good fun for everyone at home, it's not quite so fun for me.
I think that would be, at least people would be YouTubing that all the time.
Yeah, they would be. It would be a good way of getting customers, I suppose.
I'm going to give everyone the kit. You had ametrine.
I had ametrine.
Gorgeous. I've forgotten my thing. It's all right, because Mags is at hand. Mags has been very efficient lately.
Lately?
Always. Not just lately, but always. She forgot to put deodorant on this morning, though.
I did go out and buy
She didn't need to, because I had some. Always got it in my drawer. You just open my drawer. Everyone else does. Now.
Thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome. I'd rather that you used it than didn't. Have a look at this strand of ametrine. I'm telling everyone's secrets today, aren't I?
Yeah.
No one's getting away with nothing. Have a look at these.
They're so stunning.
I can't believe you had ametrine. I love it. Do you love it?
Beautiful. I do, because it fascinates. It's stunning. But they're really clear as well. But the fact that you can see how they're formed.
You can,
how
and
it
it's
changes.
natural.
Yes.
The thing with ametrine, if you didn't know, is it's amethyst and citrine forming together in a mine in Bolivia. It happens, the fusion of the two. Some people call it Bolivianite in the industry, but we call it ametrine. It's a prettier name, isn't it? It's a gemstone that signifies tranquility and happiness.
Yes.
We all want a bit of that on a Sunday, don't we?
We do.
Tranquil happiness.
And yes, so you have the tranquility of the amethyst.
Yeah.
But also citrine is supposed to attract money as well. Did you know that?
Wondered what you were going to say.
Money.
Money.
Not men. No.
Not men.
We don't want them.
We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't. Absolutely beautiful. Citrine. That's where I've gone wrong all my life.
It's supposed to help. So I know that. I think it's Mark who carries a piece or has a piece on his.
And he's
store.
well minted.
Yeah.
He is.
Is he?
It's because he hasn't got kids, though. Really.
That is. Yes.
It's not
I
just
did.
the citrine. Now. Natural, beautiful, gorgeous pearl. I'm a big fan of this kit already. Yeah. I love this combination. To me is so feminine and so expensive looking. I just think it's beautiful. Do you? I love it.
I do, absolutely love it. You can tell when I love it because
because you make decent jewellery.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, basically.
You've made amazing jewellery. You must have really loved this. She loves everything then, because all your jewellery is gorge.
Thank you.
And then the ametrine again, double ametrine.
I know. I'm friends with the right people, what can I say?
She is. She's, wow, you know, she's got a good headlock on her, this one. Now, 3 gorgeous gemstone strands. It's called Lady Luxury. And what better lady to give this kit to, because Sammi has created gorgeousness personified. Now I'm going to give you the wire as well, because Sammi wouldn't have been happy if she didn't have the wire as well. So we like to keep you happy. We've seen what happens when you're not. 0.4, 100 metres of 0.4. Look at that colour.
I know, it's
a lovely colour.
It's so classy.
It really is. It's like a champagne gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I've got for you the 1mm, and you've got 10 metres of 1mm. And then you've got the 0.8. You've got 10 metres of that as well. So you've got all the important gauges there, Sammi, for you to be able to get on and make, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you know, there aren't many pieces of jewellery you can make without actually going to wire, is there?
No, you don't always tend to need, well, and most things it's helpful to have some wire, even with like polymer clay, because you can bake wire in.
Exactly, all the little elements.
Yeah.
Wire, I think, is something that is a very low cost genre of jewellery making as well. So I think a lot of people, and because you can make so much jewellery, so many different types of jewellery, and also all your findings with, I think people love to dabble in a bit of wire. If you're just getting into jewellery making, I definitely recommend that you start as soon as you can, toying around with wire, because it's going to be it's going to broaden the scope of your designs, isn't it?
It is, and there's a really decent markup in it as well from a financial perspective.
So you can make something, and because you're charging time rather than the cost of the elements.
Yeah.
You could therefore then go off and sell your pieces of jewellery for a lot more. I'm going to be talking quite a lot to Sammi about that today, because Sammi is, I mean, that's how you make your bread and butter, is actually by selling your jewellery.
Yeah.
It's not by coming here, it's by in fact going out there and selling your jewellery. So I want to talk to Sammi about that, because she's made a mint this year. Now, and that made me think, you know what, that money does motivate quite a lot of us, as well as the love of what we're doing. If we can combine those two things, the love of what we're doing and the fact that we can make some money and a living out of it.
Yeah, you can make a living out of it, or even if you just, all you want to do is keep investing back in and just, you know, paying for itself, and then you've got a hobby that you love that pays for itself.
Yeah, so either way, look at this crowned piece of jewellery. I love this. You've created that incredible surround for a beautiful gemstone. You've encapsulated it in that sort of crown style, and I just think this is fantastic. I love the detail on the wire work pendant, and then you've gone up and you've done a rosary style beaded necklace to actually hang that from, and I think it's gorgeous. And then if we look at the next piece, and for Sammi, it's never about quantity, it's always about quality. And Sammi's created 2 gemstone heavy pieces and intricate pieces with this, and that's what you tend to do on your jewellery stand as well, isn't it?
It is. I think it's because I started out, obviously, as we know, we've mentioned I've got lots of children, so I didn't have an awful lot of money, so I know I've got silly amounts of children. I don't know when to stop, that's the problem.
What is wrong with you?
Well, obviously I enjoy having children. Anyway, I had surprise.
But 6 of them? It's ridiculous.
It is a bit over to the top. We had surprise twins.
But you went on after child number 4. That's what I'm baffled by. You had 4. 4. What did your mother say?
I can't repeat it. I can't repeat what my mum said.
She's a baby making machine, everybody.
I am. So we didn't have an awful lot of money. So it was nice to start. I worked out that from a couple of pence of wire and like 1 stone, I could make quite a bit of money.
You have to be thrifty with 6 kids.
Well, that's it. So, and every time I sold a piece, I bought more stuff. So I bought displays and I bought and everything, just built it up.
Take you a long time to do that. Did your business take a couple of years to establish itself then?
Well, yeah, I think it does a bit because you've got to get your name out there, and of course none of us have got an advertising budget, or not many of us. So it becomes, you know, it becomes about you're having to promote yourself across social media by getting out and doing events. I used to trade Thursday to Sunday every week, and I'd be everywhere. Obviously, I'm not well enough to do that anymore. But
well,
so
you've
now
got
I
6
just
kids. You're worn out, if nothing else.
I also do. I just do big events now, so that way I can shift volume.
And you can concentrate on one thing, and not 20,000 things.
So it's all about building up to that stage. But I started trading like that. I started trading in 2012.
It's not that long then, is it?
No, we're in 16 now, so it's like 4 and a bit years. So yeah, but it was a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. It was like.
But it's worth it.
Yes.
Get your head down now, jewellery makers, and get the ball rolling. A kit like this is a great way to start. £47.20 is what you should be paying. You've got very high-end gemstones. You've got 3 reels of wire. IHG C90, $24.95. You'd pay that for the pearls alone if you were shopping anywhere else. If you were going to those trade suppliers, you'd pay about that price tag for the 1 pearl strand. You have got 2 strands of ametrine. Ametrines I don't even think you'd find very easy at all. Look at this bangle, just gorgeous. Loads and loads of you are coming in for this one. I've got to let you know, we don't have loads of this kit. We only had 75. We like to give you 200. I tell you this every day. Why have we had lower stock kits then this week? Do you know? Pips being stingy. £24.95. Lady Luxury. Check out your baskets. Loads of you are. Now, I have got Collector in Glamorgan, Geraldine, Irina, Avril, Leslie, Linda, Georgina, Jacqueline, Jane, Monica, Collector in Surrey, Sissy in Oklahoma, Elizabeth, Isabel, Corolla, Elkie, Zoe in Beds, still, Terry Ray, Jane in Kent. You've got to make sure you're checking out baskets, otherwise this will go. How much? Now, I say this a lot, and Mark hates it when I ask him this question, but for you, it's something that you do, and it will be straight. You already probably know in your head how much this piece of jewellery would go for on your. Yeah,
I would do 60 on the bracelet and the same for the necklace because you've got the rosary on there, and I know that's cheap as well because I want to keep going. You know what I mean? If I want to shift, if I was to put it in the gallery, that bracelet would be much more. If I
but you'd keep it in that gallery for a month before it's sold, and that would be fine because you'd get more money for it. But actually, that's £120 right there. That's a huge markup.
This here, if I take all this and the wire, is everything I have left over.
So you've got absolutely tons left over.
If I put it over there, so you can get it on.
So you could make that again, actually.
You could make it.
Oh my gosh! So that's £240 worth of jewellery.
If you did just do the bracelet, you could make as many bracelets as you had the ametrine, the middle ametrine.
What do you reckon you've got in there? 3 bracelets,
so
4 bracelets, what?
Because I've done, so if we take the one off the thing as well, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could do 8 bracelets altogether.
Oh!
That's what I had.
What's 8 times 6?
Oh, don't ask me.
What's 8 times 6, Maggie? You're mathsy.
48.
So that's £480.
Yeah, but that's what I like
from £24.95.
Yes. Because you've got the thing about this kit that I love most of all, apart from the ametrine, is the 100 metres of weaving wire, because that's the wire that we get through most of. So you have that in that kit. It's not a kit where you've got 10 metres of weaving wire, so you're going to have to be careful.
The 0.4 is your weaving wire.
You've got 100 metres of that, so yeah.
It's going to go on and on.
It's going to go on and on.
Just get it. And everybody is. With the kits now limited, you need to be very quick. Yeah. Tina has got 2. I'm still waiting for you to draw that card for me, Tina. If Tina texts in with a card reading, you have to put it on, or else, that's it, me and you are over. Phil. Sissy, Oklahoma, love this kit, and your designs are spectacular, all the way from Oklahoma.
Thank you. You know it's good value when Sissy gets involved, because she's always, she loves it when it's good value. Thank you,
Sissy, you know, she's got a Winnebago and everything, Sissy.
She's smart.
She's living the dream. Leanne from Bracelets and Bling says, wow, Sammi, you are amazing. Beautiful jewellery and 3 kisses.
Oh, thank you, Leanne.
Miss Janet's texting, Sammi, stunning as always. Have fun. We always do, don't we, Gil?
Yeah, how can you not have fun with Jenny?
Ask my kids. Amanda, afternoon, love your jewellery. It's amazing. It is amazing. Everybody loves you.
Aww.
You can go on, I'm going to really wag your tail. Sammi, how do you find places in your local area to sell where they don't charge a fortune for the table?
Right, there are two things, because I do stores that do charge a fortune. But there are two ways. If you want to look for ones that don't, then go on Facebook or other social media. There are, for me, there's like Storeholders Gloucestershire, Storeholders Forest of Dean, Storeholders Bristol, Storeholders Swindon. So if you join all these different groups and then events come up. So what I did, that's how when I started doing everything. So it's fastest fingers first, because obviously jewelry is very competitive.
Yeah.
So you're just there getting your emails in. When you email in and message across, always be very polite. Obviously I should go without saying, but I also send a photograph in of a really good piece, so they know, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, and they want people who are good to come to their events, because it gets people coming in, and they can promote you, and that gets the people in.
No, when you spend £10 on a table, you're going to get £10 worth of advertising. So unless it's an established event, it's always so hit and miss, because you can be sat in a hall and hundreds of people come in, or you can be sat there and 11 people come in. So there's a lot of winnowing out when you do these different events and finding out which ones to go to and which ones not to, and that's something only you can find out in your local area. I do events that charge like £400, £500, £600 for a table, for a stall. But then those are really well advertised and really well attended. So I know it is really, really hard to actually spend big to get a stall,
you have
because
to do that
it's
once.
like nerve-wracking. But when you do it, that's when you find out whether that's the place for you. It's obviously every stall is going to be a gamble.
And Sammi, you said to me earlier, because I like well nosy when it comes to Sammi, I just ask her, because she's my mate, I just make her tell me. There are, when you've done this, when you've spent £500 on actually having a stall in a big, it's usually a big event, so you know you've got the footfall.
Yes.
This is something that will be advertised in the big, thick, glossy magazines and things like that, like Country Lives and all of that. So it's worth it. Now, Sammi, without giving everybody the exact figure, you told me earlier that one of those will come back. Normally, you'll count all your money afterwards and you've made thousands.
Yes, thousands.
Thousands. That's the difference. If you invest that £500 on your table, you're going to 9 times out of 10 get thousands back. So it's just about taking the leap of faith, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, obviously, I test your waters and getting used to how you're setting up and how it looks.
You go to Gloucester Quays a lot.
I do the Quays a lot.
Do you do Sudley Castle and things like that?
I've done Sudley Castle, and I do like Montpellier, and
which is a really posh end of Gloucestershire and Cheltenham.
Yeah.
People go. It's boutiquey.
Yes,
a bit like Brighton's boutiquey.
It is.
Yeah.
I do Whitby. I do. We go around. I go to Manchester, and
so you really travel.
Yeah, I do.
We're being told, come on, people want to see the jewellery, and me and her gassing like we haven't seen each other for a month.
Well, we haven't.
We haven't. That's why we're doing it.
So what I've actually done is
Kit's nearly sold out. Sorry.
Is I have cut 2 lengths of the 1 mil, and I'm just trying to, don't straighten it too much, but without straightening it too much, it's probably about
Sorry, I can do it like this, look.
It's massively long. That's far too long, 10 inches.
10 inches.
So 2 of the 1 mil at 10 inches. That is going to be longer than you need, but I always like to have an extra.
Because we're a girl.
And then I have cut 7 of the 0.8.
Okay.
At the same-ish length.
Okay.
I'm not overly worried about them being completely the same length, but more or less.
Okay.
So I don't see how this can possibly go wrong, trying to weave 9 wires together on TV. Where could it go wrong? So what we're going to do is you're going to do a basket weave. You want the 2 of the thicker gauges on each side. So I'm going to take off a little bit of this 0.4.
By each side, do you mean one here and the smaller ones are in the middle,
so they're framing it, because the 1 mil is a bit thicker. So I'm not going to cut very much weaving wire off, and you're going to need a bit more than that. But like I always say, work with the amount that you're comfortable working with. So initially you're just going to, I'm trying to hold them all together because I've got them where I want them, but I'm going to attach a 0.4 to one of the 2 1 mil wires, and I'm just going to go all the way around 3 times. And this is such an easy angle to work at as well. So when I've gone all the way around 3 times, I'm going to bring the wire up between wires 1 and 2, and I'm actually going to straighten this out. I wouldn't normally straighten it because when you're working at home, you'll be working with it on your lap, so you don't need to worry about straightening it. The reason for not straightening it is I like the curve. It's automatically already curved,
Okay,
so you're not
so leave it where
overworking
it is.
Yeah, but I'm going to straighten a bit just so it's not, it's kind
Just
of
for you
digging
at home
in there.
to see.
So, and now I'm going to spread these out a little bit within my fingers so you can see gaps in between them. And the wire is up between 1 and 2. It's going to go over wire number 2. I promise you, I'll get my fingernail in there. And it's going to come down, and then it's going to go under 3, and then up between 3 and 4. Over number 4. Are you following?
Yeah.
So you're going under,
so
over,
in between
under, over.
4 and 5 now.
So you're basically going under, over, under each wire, like so. I'm afraid I won't be able to tilt it at the moment so you can see it any better. I'll be able to show you in a moment when it's all in there. So it basically, you're just going under and over each time. And then when you get to the end, I should have done this on a few smaller wires than this. When you get to the end, you're going to go and try and make sure they're all sitting quite close. I've pulled them apart a little bit, so I'll start squidging it up. And then you're going to bring it back the other way. So where you're going under, over and under. And you want to keep doing that as a basket weave. And you want to keep doing that for about a centimetre. And I'll show you if I hold it up now. And you can see what that looks like. So they're slightly far apart. So you can see them. You get that little detail. And if you push it together like so, it looks quite neat. So you've got that under and over and over and under, like you would if you're basket weaving a willow basket.
Oh.
Do you see?
Yeah.
So at this point, you have all of these long bits here. And you want to leave that to be just about 1.5 inches, and you want to get them the same length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the tail that you start off the weave with, and just squidge that down so it doesn't hurt anybody, mainly me because I'm working on it. But obviously when you finish it over. So what you're going to do now is make sure all of these are the same length. Now you can either just push them through the weave or you can trim them to the same length. And what you're going to do then is take baling pliers or round nose pliers or a knitting needle if you prefer to do that, and you're just going to start making a loop. So if you can see, we're going to make a loop like so, a little circle, and we're going to bring this back round, and it's going to sit. So if you very carefully bring it all the way around like so until it sits next to your weave here.
Perfect.
And then you do the same with the other one, with the next one. So you're going to bring each one of them down, and you're going to have, Jenny's just going to show you what it's going to look like when you're finished.
I am.
So there you go. We're just going to keep getting them all round so they sit next to each other. And if you have a loop at each end, it gives you something to anchor it to. There you go, and it's just a beautiful detail on that.
Amazing detail. That it makes a huge difference. I didn't see that at the beginning, and then I just thought, oh my gosh, look at the way that you finished it, and look at that. Beautiful. It's such a beautiful piece, isn't it?
The whole
How
thing.
neat and tidy it is.
It looks really expensive as well.
It really does.
I mean, I don't think anybody would be unhappy paying £60 for that or more.
No way. I'd see if it was in a boutique, you'd pay a lot of money for something like that.
You'd pay a few £100 for it there.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and again in the gallery. So you just keep doing that and then do the other side. And what you would then to simply weave that, when you've made all of your loops, just at the top of this weave where I just cut the tail off, you attach your 0.4 again, just here, and then you just take the 0.4 through the first one so it's joined, and then just weave all the way around, take it through that one, all the way around, take it through that. It's just the same thing over and over and over.
And you're joining them to one another.
Just joining them
each
to one.
time.
It just, what it does is it adds detail, it adds security. You're not going to catch that. It's not going to come off. It's not going to, it's not going to come off. You know, if you catch your clothes on that, it's not going to.
It's important, that is.
It really is. So it is actually turns it into a wearable piece.
Yeah.
If you left those open, yeah, it would look pretty and dramatic, but you'd probably catch it on your jumper.
Yeah, and then it would spring open.
So yeah, so that's simply how you do that. And then you can see we have like a centimetre, if that, of basket weave. And that is simply just to anchor these all in place. And it's at this point that you can start initially, if you want, spreading them out. Because you've woven this shut, you're not going to worry about these moving in it, like I'm going to have a little bit of movement here because I haven't shut it. So at this point, start thread the beads on that you want on your middle wire, because that's how this is going to start spreading apart. So I'll just quickly do that.
And I've got, while you're doing that, I've got something that I know you've got, and I know everybody. Now, I've only got 30 of these, that's all we've got left. They came on when? Came back in stock the other day, and that's it. We had thousands of them, and now we've got 30. Did we have 1,000 of them, did we? 30 left, that's all we've got. 30 left.
They're amazing.
I want to get this open because I have to show you.
There you go.
Just pull it out. Right, these are stainless steel. They are fantastic, and I'm going to tell you why. If you've got sheet metal, they cut sheet metal like butter with a hot knife. These have a lock on them, so once they've been locked, they're not open and all sharp and spiky. Undo the lock. Now, they're on a smaller hand span right now, but if you've got a larger hand span, you just click across and it will open even wider. Now, you'll also see on the side here, there's a little groove. That little groove is for you to cut your memory wire with. So it's a memory wire cutter.
How did I not know that and I own them?
How did you not know that?
Sorry to interrupt. How did you
not know that?
I own those. How did I not know that was a memory
wire
cutter?
What have you been cutting memory wire with?
With my memory wire cutters. But if I'd have got that, that would have, you know, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have had to bother. Oh, that's...
There you go, love. There you are, love. These are amazing, aren't they? Right, so you've got these. Why did you invest in these, Sammi?
I've got those because I work a lot with sheet as well. They're also really good for leather, so I find them useful for both.
Oh, good for leather as well.
Yeah, I'd like to cut the leather because I do like leather work, so I cut my leather with them too. They're really, really, really good for sheet.
For sheet metals,
yes.
All different kinds of...
And thicker gauge wire as well.
Really?
And also you don't have to fight too much, because the other shears that I have for metal, they're not sprung.
Well, these have got that spring and it's boing, boing. Yeah, otherwise you're like, out.
And then you have to pull them out. And I can't be dealing with that, to be honest.
No, I can't be dealing with that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah,
£14.95. Now, as tools go, that's a good price, isn't it?
Yeah, considering they come with a lifetime guarantee, you can't go wrong.
They do. It's like you work in shopping TV. They come with a lifetime guarantee. That's how high. Do you know what? That's how high the standard is of these. You need to get yours very, very quickly. There's a message for. Oh, I haven't got it on mine, so I'll do that. And it's from Tina. The tarot lady. Hi, Jen. I got the sun card for you. So happy times. Yes! So happy times, celebrations and holidays and journeys. Thanks, Tina. I literally love you.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's a tarot lady.
That's amazing.
She's a tarot lady. I get so excited by things like that.
Really cool.
Tina, thank you so much. I love you. Thanks for drawing the sunshine for me. Loads of these. Everybody's going crazy. I've only got 5 left, Sammi.
Oh, I'm not surprised because the thing about this, so often when we buy a tool, they don't have that guarantee. So for me, it's what I'm looking for.
Actually, isn't it?
It is, because
you mention it.
You always, I think, when you've been without a lot of money, without much money at all, you're kind of always in that mindset, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
I am always in that mindset.
Well, you want that
got £2.85 in the bank today. Do you know that?
Oh wow!
It's all right. My mum filled my diesel tank up for me.
But this is it, because you're used to, you're looking for value for money, and you want stuff that's going to last.
I've got kids. Kids take all your money.
They do. They do.
All of it.
I love them, but
every penny of it.
They're like leeches. I love them. Don't get me wrong.
I've got no money because it's my son's birthday this week. Literally, I'm like, what is it about this? It's my own fault. He wanted a blinking paintballing party, so he's got it.
Yeah, well, my son's only one of those as well, so I totally feel you. Yeah.
They're expensive, aren't they? Good. Right, this is saying on here these are made of cutlery grade stainless steel and are through harden to hold an edge and cut smoothly.
Yes.
They will withstand the toughest task. So you can use these for all sorts of crafts. They are craft generic. Precision ground steel, and they're for cutting plastic, corrugate, rope, wire, rubber. They're gone, they're sold out. Now I'm going to pop the last few of the kit back on. Is that what you said, Phil? So if you wanted, we're very limited on the kit. We're selling out of pretty much everything today. Wendy's just joined us. Don't be shy of bringing the sandwiches in here today, Wendy. She's looking gorgeous. If you'd like to come through onto one of our workshops, it's the gorgeous Claire McDonald today. She's fan-bloomin-tastic. She's probably got loads of gossip because they all went away, didn't they?
Yeah,
to
they
France.
did. Yeah,
they all went away.
I know.
So we've got some ladies in the workshop here in the studio. Now we're going to carry on creating the pieces of jewellery, and could you just tell everybody where in the bracelet we're at right now, Sams?
you've done the side and you've woven all of that shut. I know I haven't just done it on air, and you've got your centimetre here of your basket weave. So we're now just going to start doing the top and the bottom. So they're both the same, and you can see that as we've threaded the beads on, the bracelet is starting to take shape. So you know
it's starting to come alive now, isn't it?
So you can basically see how it's coming. I decided not to do a difficult weave for this because I thought these stones are so gorgeous, just want to frame them. So what we're going to do is just going to wrap 2 wires together twice. I'm doing it backwards here, so this is really interesting.
Come on, wire bender.
So can I do it?
She's doing it backwards for you so that you can see it at home. At home, you'd have it round the right way, and you'd be like,
it'd be facing you, and it'd be up here by my chest, but nobody needs to be seeing that, do you?
No, no one wants to see that. Not now. It's the time.
No.
Give me an hour.
So I've wrapped the bottom 2 wires together twice. So as my wires at the bottom, I'm going to pull it up behind all 3 wires, and I'm going to come between those. Now, I've lost the end. I'm trying to poke the end through over the 3rd wire, and I'm just going to pull that through like so. I'm working with a really long weaving wire, and I don't need to be.
Snip it down then, girl. Do you want these?
I'll nip it. Yeah, I'll use them actually.
Use them, Babs. Get in there.
There we go, that's solved that. You're obviously going to want a longer weaving wire because you don't want to have to add in, but it's not too difficult to add in and hide it at this point. So now you're going to, having woven wires 1 and 2 together twice, you're going to weave wires 2 and 3 together twice. So you're going to push that back up really firmly, put it back through. Now if you notice, I tend to put the end of the wire through, grab it between my fingers and then pull it. And the reason for that is that you're not doing this all the time. And because if you're rubbing that wire all the time, what you're going to do is work harden it really fast and make it brittle. So you don't want that, and that's how to achieve a neater weave.
So you don't want brittle wire. Also, it will hurt your fingers if you keep rubbing it. But you do it naturally.
It's the natural thing is to want to do that. So if you can get out of the habit of it and get in the habit of just poking the wire through, grabbing it and then pulling it, it's much easier.
It's because if you sew, your natural reaction to sew is to carry on with the needle, isn't it?
It is, yes, it is the natural thing. So now we're waving, so you've done 1 and 2 together twice, 2 and 3 together twice, 3 and 4 together twice, and then you're going to come back down the other way.
Oh, right. So because you're stopping at the gemstone, sorry.
You're stopping here.
Yeah.
Because you're separating the 2 halves, so that's the reason of putting the gemstones in. So you'll have like a little triangle weave all the way around the front. And then obviously when you get to the other side, you're going to, you're just going to do the same for the same length, add your next beads in when you get to the middle.
Okay.
And then continue the weave. And then when you've got past your third, because I used 4 pearls, because it seems to be just about right, 4 pearls, 3 ametrine, 1 step cut ametrine. Want to make the most of those because they're beautifully expensive, just gorgeous, aren't
they? They are so pretty.
And then 4 pearls the other side. So, and then you just repeat what you've done on one side to the other.
And this is what you're left with. It's gorgeous. I thought that demonstration would be like I thought it'd be a lot more complicated than that, but actually it's not. It isn't. Once you break it down, it's more simple, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's a few simple techniques. You're utilising a few different weaves. So you have that. I think it's called the sumac weave, which is where you go up and down 2 wires. I think so. Sumac. I might have just made that up or dreamt it. I don't know, but we can call it that for today anyway.
I always do that. Just think something, and then I dreamt it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought that was real.
That's what it is. And there you go. When you're done, you can form it either with your thumbs or you can use the banding, you know, the forming pliers. But with something that is as woven as that, I would probably use my thumbs because you have all of these here, so you can get the pliers in around there if you want, but it's actually just as easy to use your thumbs on this one.
Have you got a wooden mandrel or not, because the gemstones on there?
I do have a wooden mandrel, which I also use. So that is a lot easier for some people. Obviously, my hands are very
You're
strong.
All thumbs, you.
Well, I know. My hands are really strong from the wire.
You wouldn't want a thumb warer.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm going to give you the signs of summer. Have a look at these two gorgeous gems. Oh, lemon quartz we haven't seen for ages. I thought it would be citrine. I love it. It's very bridal lemon quartz. It's very bridesmaid, isn't it?
It's beautiful, but it's also amazing. It's like fresh, but it can be vintage as well.
Yeah.
It's a great stone.
They're both lovely together. I love the colour yellow. People get scared of yellow because they think bright yellow, but I love it's my favourite. I love yellow roses. They're my favourite flowers. I love daffodil. I love yellow. I love the sunshine. I love yellow. It's a beautiful colour, isn't it? And I just, it's my next colour from green, is yellow. I love it. It's one of my favourites. Purple is a colour of creativity. Most guest designers tell me their favourite colour is purple.
Yeah, mine is clearly because my hair's purple.
You're so predictable.
I know.
It is the colour of creativity. Why is purple your favourite colour, Gorge?
Because it's purple. I think that's it. I just like it. That's about it.
Because I like it?
Yeah.
It's a great tone, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes with so much. That's what you meant to say.
Well, that's it. Yes, there wasn't. I was trying to think. There's no deep emotional
I just like
reason.
it, all right.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you're just drawn to it.
Yeah, I am. I just love it.
Yeah, I love it too, and I love these together. They're so delicate together, and we are going to give you a price drop. I didn't know whether we were or not then, so I had to stop myself. We're going to give you an amazing price drop. Look at these two together. They're just £6.95, and these are drops. And they're through the top drill drops. So they're pendants, they're earrings, they're graduated. They look amazing if you put them on graduated wirework earrings. So you do use quite a lot of drops, Sammi, in your earrings.
I do. I love drops in my earrings, but they're also really good fun to just restrand. When they're graduated like that, you can just restrand and put a clasp on the end. And then all the work's done for you, which I also love. They make, when they're top drilled.
Love it when work's done for me.
I do. I love the top drilled ones because they fit really closely together, so they make amazing bracelets.
Bubble bracelets, you get all of that texture.
They look great.
With something like this, you can put them together like that. It looks almost like blossom-esque.
It does. It looks great.
We've only got 30 of these and they're flying. Denise of Fife, you've got yours. Suzanne of Oxfordshire, Anne of Hearts. Hertfordshire, Anne of Hearts, who sounded like the Queen of Hearts. Caroline of Beds, Diana of Hearts as well, Terry Ray of Greater London Town, Isabel of Angus, collector in Worcestershire, a collector in Oregon, Joe of Hampshire. Hampshire's very posh, isn't it? Is Hampshire posh?
I think so.
I think we talk like Joanna Lumley when we live in Hampshire. At £6, AKG, C86, the signs of summer. I love the signs of summer. I love them.
I just love some
Can you hear people playing tennis next door in that? I love it. You could hear them last night, could you?
I could. Because I love the fact that we have all those daffodils at the end of the road. Because you know, your mum lives around the corner from me.
Yeah.
All these amazing daffodils, and when they die down, then we get all the blossom on the trees
down
the road.
So pretty.
And then we get all the tennis.
So Cheltenham,
it's just
darling.
great.
And we live in between Sammi and I is a tennis court, of course, and you can just hear them going, "Let," and just pats and grunts. That's what we like. That's what Sam is about. Patting and grunting of a tennis player. To clear up that I mean of the tennis player.
I didn't wonder where you were going with that.
Well, you know, after the bus situation, I've got to be careful, haven't I? AKG C86, the signs of summer. You've got 100 carats of these beautiful drops. I just love them. Now, Sammi, I'm going to leave you to breathe for a minute. Hey? You've got a challenge, have you? You've got a challenge to do.
I have got a challenge.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, what is that? That is never magnesite.
I think it is.
That's
I think
lush.
it's gorgeous. It looks like a really deep sea.
That's your kind of, that's a bit of you, that, isn't it?
Well, I did get to choose it.
Oh, yeah. Wow. She's got that sort of status here now. I'm going to give you now a star by. We've got Sammi here, so we're going to keep it high end because we know that Sammi's, when she creates jewellery to sell, it's usually high end pieces. I want to show you something that is just so beautiful. It comes in a stunning magnetic box, and you can always use that box afterwards once you've created a piece of jewellery from it. I'm just going to take it from the cushioned display. I'm going to take it out, and I am going to just place it across my hand. Now you're going to need this in your collection if you're doing any bridal pieces. I need this around my wrist. This is going to go very well with the bracelets that I'm wearing right now. Have a look at the clarity and the teeny weeny faceting on this clear quartz. This is beautiful. White topaz, sorry. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so sparkly. Do you know why though? We never have white topaz, do we? When do we have white topaz?
I didn't know it was back in stock. As soon as there are any of those 2mm faceted white topaz, I buy about 4 or 5 of them.
Why?
Because they are so sparkly. They're perfect to add to accents to absolutely any design because they're that sparkly. They'll stand out even in an intricate wire piece. They're perfect for. What I like to do is maximise, so I'll have maybe 1 tanzanite or a few sapphires and then white topaz all sparkling up the side, then a little bit of chain up the back. And that is very, very, very simple, but extremely beautiful because of all the sparkle. And it's minimal effort, but maximum impact. And that's what I like about them.
Do you ever use crystals? Be honest.
No, not really.
So you take
within the bridal. So yeah, I do, but in bridal, but those hold their own, I think.
And because they're topaz, do you think you could say to people, right, you can have a crystals or you can have real topaz? Do you think they'll go for the topaz?
Yeah, if they see it, but they have to see it first, because everybody knows that the crystals are very, very sparkly, but when they see the topaz and they see it's really sparkly, then they'll choose the topaz.
Crystals can look tacky though.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
Yes, and the coating comes off as well, eventually.
Yeah.
So,
whereas this looks really classy.
Yes, that's forever.
Yeah.
And it's a topaz, so it has a status. So yeah, they absolutely do.
You get an authenticity card for free with this. Add it, sorry, you can get an authenticity card with this. I would bead loom this, I would put it in tiaras and fascinators. What would you, jewellery-wise, I know you're saying like you're going to mix it with cabochons, tanzanite cabochons and things like that.
You can do it with cabochons or just beads. Like I say, just a bead. Just a couple of tanzanite or 1 tanzanite or a couple of sapphire. I'm very sparing with my tanzanite. A few sapphires and then just have those at the side. It seems ridiculous
just to add that sparkle.
Just sparkle. It draws the eye down. And then you'll have a little sterling silver spacer and then the coloured bead. So you're adding that sparkle and that drama and it drawing the eye down to the focal in the bottom, but they are so beautiful. And also if I do a big wirework collar, I like to weave them onto some of the scrolls as well. So they just add the sparkle. So as you turn, you get all of this glitter. And it's just beautiful.
You really do. The glow is immense on these. And if you get really, really near to these, you'll see the micro faceting. And that's been done by hand. Can you see those micro facets? They're crazy. They're just so intricate, so beautiful.
The sparkle on topaz is amazing.
I love this strand. 10 carats on a 29 centimetre, that's guaranteed minimum. I'm going to take my tassels away. I've got 33 centimetres. Do you ever do that? I know people don't really measure them when they get them home, but just so you know, you usually get extra.
I do. I measure them and I also cut the tassels off and give them to my parrot. He loves the tassels.
We're going to talk about that parrot later. 6 kids and then gone, I know, I'll get a parrot. NEV X05, 10 carats. What would you pay for this? I don't know how much it is because I had to come on an hour early and I don't really, I'm not very, I look at the strands, I don't ask him how much it is normally.
When you're in there an hour early anyway. Up to about $24.95.
$24.95. That's a fair price tag.
Yeah,
that's a Jewellery Maker price tag. $11.95.
No. I've never ever got them. Right, Alison, if you're in the service station, grab me 2 of them, please.
Is she watching from the service station?
I know she's on the way home, but she's my personal shopper, so she needs to drive quickly because I need these.
Quickly but safely.
Yeah, yeah.
You want these, you need them.
Yes.
For $11.95, you're thinking value. I can make money from these.
I'm thinking, well, like I say, I always get at least 4, and if I'm going to get 4 at $11.95, then $24.95, then I'm going to do it.
You could get 8 instead.
Yes,
so we're doing better than what you would have paid. You'd have paid more than double than this.
I'm quite happy to pay that because it's topaz. Microfaceted. They're not just the 2 mil, rondelles. They're microfaceted, which is what I want because I want that drama and that sparkle. So I'm talking here, and they're going to sold out by the time.
I think they might actually be because look, Kathy's got 3, Helen's got 2, Jeanette's got 2, Maureen's got 2, Christine's got 2. I've got Linda with 2. I've got literally. I'm trying to read your name. Sally's got 2 in Nebraska. Kathy's got 3, Helen's got 2, Chesy, you've got yours, Julie, Jane, April in 5, Heather in Hertfordshire. There's absolutely stacks of you joining us here this afternoon, on this Saturday afternoon. Bit cloudy outside, don't bother going out. NEV X05, these are only £11.95, just super value. We are approaching limited on these. You're going to have to be quick. Make sure you check out baskets. I'm going to talk to those with unchecked baskets. Shirley in Gloucestershire, Elaine in Wiltshire, Rosalind in Tyne and Ware, Margaret in West Midlands, Christopher in Hearts, Joan in Dumbartonshire, Barbara in Swansea, Janet in Bucks, Joe in Hampshire, Margaret in Merseyside, Maureen in Kent, Corolla in Oxfordshire, Terry Ray, Sam in Tyne and Ware, Cheryl in Lancashire, Leslie in Hampshire, Joan in Dumbartonshire, Claire in Powys, Adriana in London. You've all got unchecked baskets. And if you don't check out, you're about to miss out on this one. We are limited now. There are people on the phone lines. If you are joining a queue, stay where you are. It's a free phone number from a UK landline. If not, do it on the website, but make sure you go in basket, check out basket. Caroline of the Shire, you've got to check your basket out. Maureen of County Antrim's just bought 2. Caroline's bought 3 of these. John in Merseyside has bought 2 of these. Alison has bought 2, but not Tarry. Because she's still on her way home.
She'll be busy driving.
She will. Helen saying thanks for the awesome Helen, you're welcome. Norfolk's gorgeous. You'd like a bit of Norfolk.
Yeah, I would. I've been there once with my parents. We went on a boat on the Broad. My dad picked that holiday because it was basically fishing and going to the pub. But it was
Perfect.
good. It was really good.
There's
fun.
a big boat actually that's also a pub.
Is there?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's
really
cool.
Good. Very pretty. £11.95. You do need to make sure, like I said, check out those blooming baskets. Now, I've got a gorgeous strand. Where are they? These ones? They go very well. These I would put around a cabochon as well, a brooch.
Yeah, you can do so much. They're incredibly versatile.
We need them. These beauties are coming up under £15 for you today. They're absolutely huge. Love them. What are you going to do with yours? We want loads of text messages coming in for Sammi and for everybody, in fact. Mags, she hasn't had a text message for ages. Send her one in. We're going to go to a quick break, after which we'll be back with more insane deals. Don't you go anywhere, because I'll miss you if you do. See you after this.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $4.95.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Straight back in with another star buy. It's as if we don't spoil you enough. Oh, these are gorgeous. They look like if they were a flavour, they would be delicious. They're big, they're bright, they're summery, they're perfect. If the children are going to get involved with making in the summertime, have a little look at what I've got for you. Perfect, beautiful raspberry rounds. Raspberry rounds. These are 12 millimetres. They're going to look awesome with all different colours. Look at that. They also look fantastic with greens like that. I'm loving this. I'm loving the colour. I'm loving the fact that these are so super summery. I'm loving the fact that you can make loads of jewellery out of these. £17.95 is not your start buy price tag for 3 strands. Do you want to be able to do makes at kids' fates? Do you want to be able to make stretchies? Do you want to practice your pearl knotting? With £6.95 for 3, £2.32 each, just get them quick. With a gemstone like this, Sammi, I know when you go out and you sell your jewellery on, you're talking about high-end pieces. You create pieces that are going to be more expensive. Yep. So where would a strand like this be useful to you?
Because I have all ranges.
Okay.
Because people are not always going to spend £200, £300, £400. So for those, it would be, they're lovely to make into bracelets. So I have little boxes with bracelets in at
like stretchies
at £10 each. Yes. So and because I display them in a little box, it automatically says gift. So people like a little £10 gift can pick it up with a lid on and take it away.
What kind of box?
Just they've got little foam and silk inserts, so they just sit in there, but they're really they don't cost very much at all. So the box is like, I think they're about 30p. I end up spending on a box.
And then, so just that investment of the box with a stretchy bracelet inside, someone goes, do you know what, and actually...
Because they're a stone as well, they're a gemstone, so they know they're getting a gemstone bracelet in a box for a gift for somebody. And it's handcrafted, so all of that is factoring in their head, you know, in the context of all of the other jewellery as well.
You go into like Jewels or what were we talking about? Cath Kidston earlier, it could be Bowden, but Jewels and Cath Kidston. When you go to the till, they have something like this, and it's got bracelets and key rings on it, and they're £14.95 each. but because they come in a little jewels bag, you can, because they come in a little jewels bag, people get them. And that's, you know, if you put something in a box, people will, I really agree with £10. I was thinking, £10 for a stretchy? And I thought, no. If it's in a box, £10, that it makes you feel proud of the gift that you're giving to somebody.
Yeah, I think,
and there are certain friends that I would absolutely give those to.
Yeah, and you've got to remember that obviously I'm selling in Cheltenham, which is higher end, so you might not want to do £10, you might want to do £5 for a bracelet. And £5 is very reasonable. It's very reasonable for a bracelet. People don't mind spending a £5 on a bracelet. So you do that in the context. I mean, how many bracelets do we get out of that?
Well, tell me, I think probably 3 a strand, 2.5 to 3 a strand.
Yeah.
So let's say 2. No, well actually, then that would be. Hang on. So 2, 4, 6, 7 or 8 bracelets you're going to get out of this.
You can either put a little tiny pearl in between each one, which will lift it as well, or a little silver spacer bead, not necessarily sterling, or a bit of ribbon. Yeah, just in between. It makes it go further as well. So, you know.
Think about profits here. Think about actually giving your customers different price ranges. Think about what you're going to make. Think about the fact that something that is going to take you 5 minutes to make, you can charge £10 for. Therefore, think about your hourly rate going up. Think about your profits going up. Think about the fact that you have got a tiny price tag here. Make sure you confirm your orders because you know these are going to be very popular for the summer. That pink is such a great colour to wear in jewellery. Because you can wear it with a white shirt and jeans, because you can wear it with a maxi dress, you can wear it with your bikini, you can wear it, you know, wherever. Sylvie, you've got yours David Essex, not actual David Essex, but David in Essex. It was only a winter's tale. Carol, you've got yours, Maureen, June. Do you remember when David Essex was in, what was it, EastEnders or something? Yes. Oh, my mum went mad.
Yes.
She didn't stop watching. June, Elaine, Jane, Thadslyn, Suze, Helena, Hazel, loads of you have got yours. Let us know what you're doing with your Star of the Buy. Now, Star of the Buy? What are you doing with your Star of the Buy? Didn't make sense, but you knew what I meant. Now, what should I do now, Philip? Donuts? Donuts. Do you, in where Sammi and I come from, there's a guy at the Sunday market who goes, and everyone at school used to go, hot donuts, because that's how he speaks. Get them while they're hot. Do you know who I'm talking about? I love that donut man. Have a look at what I've got for you here. Hot donuts. These are ace for just putting a lark's head knot on.
Yes.
And putting straight on a thread, straight on a cord. They're great for that. And in fact, that's probably about the limit of what I'm going to do, unless I wanted to make like a Bieber style necklace, not Justin Bieber, but the design Bieber. And you do lark's head that way, and I'd do it in white if I was going to go Bieber. Now, also, it's not a donut though, is it? We're going to call it that. That ain't a donut, you donut. I love the colour of this. How do you work with your donuts, darling?
Of course I use wire, darling, so I do like the lark's head knot. Works really well because it's nice and quick. But yeah, I make like a wire bail to go around the top and just decorate it.
You could do like a figure of 8 piece with these. Yeah. You can put one over the top of t'other. But these are great for key rings and handbag charms as well.
They are really good for that. Really.
And those are big sellers, those little trinket things.
They are anything they can pick up or just, I mean, handbag charms are all over the place at the moment. Everybody loves them. And if they just like to, because it's all about upcycling and recycling and jazzing up anything. So taking a bag and then just adding loads of stuff to it. So they're really good if you want to do that yourself anyway. They're really good fun for that.
Ryan's made the point they'd be great on hats and things like that.
Yes, they would.
£6.95. Go nuts for donuts is what you're saying, isn't it? That's what Phil's called this this bundle. You've got 2 donuts. You've got a red agate donut, and these are less fattening than the other kinds of donuts. And we've just been talking about that. I forced fed her a sandwich because she said she was trying to watch her weight, which I said was pathetic. because she's like that. So I just made her eat a sandwich. I didn't literally force it in her like that, but I was like, you better eat it. Chris from Suffolk said, I sell my stretchy bracelets at work. I lay them on an organza bag and they sell for £6. Thank you so much, Chris, because I think this is, a lot of people say, you know, well, that's Sammi, she's established, she's famous in this kind of, but actually hearing from everybody else, please keep those kinds of stories coming in because they're really important, I think, not just for us to hear, but actually especially for anybody else out there who is thinking of taking the plunge into creating jewellery to sell. And this woman's minted. Minted. She's got 6 kids and she can still go on holidays and buy new cars. You know what I'm saying. Anybody out there like me who's like, you know, I'm changing my career. That's it. I'm coming with you, girl. Okay. You wanted someone to watch your stand the other day.
I did, yeah. I've got someone now, which is brilliant.
No,
so.
no, I'm doing it.
You're doing it, okay, that's fine.
I don't care if you've got. Tell them I'm doing it now. Now, I'm going to give to you Sammy's challenge. Oh, you get 3, but Sammy's pinched one of them. Do we only have one sample of them? These are amazing. I love the colour of these. I think you can put something. I would put the. I'd put emeralds or magnet. You know our deal of the day. These look fantastic with the deal of the day.
Those are beautiful, aren't they?
What an amazing colour. The malachite.
Yeah.
And the magnesite together. They're awesome. I love that colour. Is it a royal blue? Would you say? Would you say royal? Would you say navy? Would you say alizarin?
I don't know. I guess.
What is yours?
I look at them and I think of Elizabeth Taylor, and I don't know why.
Because of her sapphire blue eyes.
Yes, that's it.
She was so beautiful.
She was an amazingly beautiful woman.
So beautiful. And they never had airbrushing in those days. You imagine what she'd look like today?
Yeah, that's
Botox,
true.
None of that.
Oh
you
my
imagine?
gosh.
Like, she was that beautiful back in that day. Imagine what she'd look like now.
Well, hopefully she wouldn't bother with any of that and she'd just look naturally beautiful.
I'd like to think so. Have a look. But in that industry, you know.
Yeah, it's so harsh because, yeah, there's so much pressure, isn't
I'm
there?
going to get everything sucked out of me after the show, so are you. We've got both double booked.
There's just not enough.
She could afford it, not me. Have a look. That'd be brilliant, right? If you could just eat what you wanted and then just plug yourself in and have it all sucked out.
That would be amazing.
I eat everything.
I do eat everything, which is kind of why I need to get plugged in.
Now you get 3 of these gorgeous cabochons. They're just beautiful. Sapphire blues, like Elizabeth Taylor's eyes. And you're working with these. Why did you steal them? What made you think, I need those, I've got to have them?
I love the blue. They're so beautifully dark, aren't they? And they're a cabochon. So
they're dark but bright. It's weird.
Yeah. Deep is what I meant.
What are you doing with them, darling?
I'm putting them in wire.
and what is it that you are going to be creating with these?
I'm going to use the champagne gold because I love the gold with the blue. Not that I need to make the blue pop anymore, but because the new champagne gold is just so delicate, it works really, really well.
Yeah, I like it. Is it going to be a ring? Is it going to be a necklace? Are you giving us anything? A pendant.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all the info. Now, I just want you to look at this price tag. You get 3 cabochons for £6.09. That's £2.32 per cabochon. The value is absolutely crazy. GJG C42. You need to get these in your collection. I love them. Little seed beads. Maybe the black spinel seed beads around the edge of these. They'd look gorgeous with some black, wouldn't they?
Oh, they would. But it's one of those colours that would work well with anything, I think.
Definitely. If you wanted to keep it bright and bubbly and a bit 80s, you'd put some pink with it, wouldn't you? That's very Cyndi Lauper.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh, girls do just want to have fun, don't they? £6.95. Peter and Barbara and Edwina in Collector in Greater Manchester. Belinda. Sandra's got 3 of these. Collector in the Isle of Man. Rosalind and Anne in Hertfordshire. Check out your basket. £6.95. Now, I'm going to give you something else gorgeous. Fancy a star by in the middle of the... Oh, you do want this star by? Yes, yes. Rachel of New York's just got New York.
Yeah, you always know it's good when the Americans come in for it.
Yeah, because think what America's massive. You can get loads of stuff there.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at photos. Is it the Tucson Bead Fair that they have over there?
Yes.
And I was
We need to
I
go.
was thinking, I really want to go to
You
that.
can afford to go.
Yeah, I could. And I can write it down as a business expense.
Back of the net, Sammi the wire bender Fletcher. Right now, I'm going to give you another star buy. You need these. You need them. I keep telling you about my friend Janice, who, by the way, has just been shopping. My friend Janice, aka Scrappy Doo, because every time we take her out, she kicks off about something, and we have to be like, no. Whether it's because they're not stocking her favourite drink, or it could be anything. Her prawns are overcooked. She just doesn't have it now. I keep telling you the story. Janice and I went into a very famous crystal manufacturer that does lovely pieces of jewellery. Sounds a bit like Swivelovsky. And she bought, and I keep saying to you, it was a netted piece of jewellery with crystals inside. It was dead sparkly. This is the exact netting. She paid, I keep telling you this, and sometimes she puts me on in the background. Her husband's probably listening. She hasn't necessarily told him that she paid this, but €100. £100 it was for the bracelet. The netting is the same. I love this. You get a whole metre of each one. We're going to give you a half price deal on this. So if you've seen this, and it's the ball chain inside the netting. What have we got inside the wire, the knitted wire? And this is just like that bracelet that my friend bought, except hers had Swivelovsky's inside it, but this has that metallic luster, and you can make loads of those bracelets. Isn't this pretty? I love it. You've got all those different colours as well. It's really popular, this kind of, so it had a magnetic clasp on it, the thing that my friend bought, the bracelet that my friend bought. Now you've got all the colours. I'm just going to get them all out. Have you used this yet,
Yes,
Sammi?
I have.
What have you used it on?
I actually wired it onto a headband.
Ooh.
And then I put various different stones around it. And I also went up and under. That's really descriptive, really sorry.
You went up and under?
I went over around beads like that, because you have all of the detail of the beads inside the knitted wire.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good when you put it on a headband. Also, it's amazing as chain, so... You know, I just wanted to use it a little bit differently, because that's what I do sometimes. It's not,
well, when we give you great deals, then you don't worry about experimenting, really. You're not bothered, are you? Because it hasn't cost you loads. So you think, you know what, I'm going to just experiment. I love these colours. I need a stack of bracelets with every single one of these colours. Look at these colours. They're amazing together.
My daughter's got a couple of bracelets, so yeah.
What, like what I was saying, like that, because it's really fashionable, these kinds of ones.
Yeah.
Which daughter? Can you remember her name?
May.
She's got so many children. How does she remembers their names?
I've only got 2 daughters, but I tend to cycle through them all until I get the right name.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at a child and I'm saying all the names, and then the right one comes out in the end.
I love the colours. What's your favourite one?
I like the gold, but the blue's really nice.
2 golds here, this one and this one.
And
which one?
The greeny.
That one.
I like that one as well.
The antique-y.
And
I love the black.
I like them all, actually.
These would be great round those cabochons.
Yes, they're really good for adding detail as well. And if you're like me, and while I can and do Viking knit, I'd really rather attack myself with spoons than actually do it. You've actually got it ready-made. I'm sorry.
I'm just visualising you attacking yourself with spoons.
And you've already got it done there, and something threaded in it, which is a pain to do.
I can Viking knit. It takes time.
It does take a lot of time.
We said earlier, there's nothing better than someone who comes along and goes, shall I do the work for you? And this is exactly one of those situations. We're going to give you a half price deal, £24.75. You've got a metre of each. I love this chain. I'm right behind this chain. I love it. If my friend Janice is watching now, she's kicking herself in her ankles. £11.95. VMGC51 is your item code. Be very quick with this one. They're so sparkly. They're so pretty. Perhaps Janice would put her her bracelet on our Facebook page for me. I'm not sure if she will. Christine in Kent has 2. Collector in Invercycle. Nicola in Gloucestershire. Caroline's got 2. Linda, Anne, that's another Linda. Marilyn, collector in Kent. Rosalind, Natalie. I have got Elaine in Hampshire. Joan, Rachel in New York. Susie in Lancashire. I've got Shirley in Devon. Lucky Shirley. It's good. Oh, my daughter's in Devon today, Shirley. Go and say hello. Yasandra in Cambridge. She's not answering the phone. I'm not sure she's eating. Collector in Suffolk. Nina in Essex. She's at she's at a show jumping event. Linda in Hearts, 3 for you. And in Hertfordshire, Joan of the East Ridings of Yorkshire. Elaine in Warwickshire. I've got loads of you. Absolutely loads of you. This is such a great deal. How would I make a bracelet out of this? What would I put on the end? Would I squash it down and put a... What would I do?
You can put the cord endings, the squash cord endings around it. You can wire around the end if you want. You get those
what, the little caps?
You know the little ball endings that we've started doing? The ones for the ball chain. We've started doing those.
Yes, you could use those.
Yes, you could use those as well.
And the bell ends, they'd be really good on these because you've got the tiny ones.
Yes,
I'd use the tiny ones of those because you'd get a great finish with those. That's what I do. Yeah. And you would use the jewellery glue, do you think, to bond it in?
Yeah, the E6000 or the other glue that we do as well, those would work really well. But I got asked this question the other day, and every time I finish with a finding like that, not a jump ring, but you know, when you're putting a bit of fabric into something, I always put a little bit of glue on there as well.
For security. It makes sense. Yeah. People are scared of glue. Don't be scared of it.
Well, you shouldn't be, because they use it in all the high-end jewellers. When they're putting stones in, or when they're making the stud earrings and things like that.
Of course they do.
They're using for the pearl studs. It's
absolutely
no different to doing it at home.
They all use it.
Yeah.
Loads of you grabbing this one. I love this chain. There's lots you can do with it. You can do braided techniques with this. Oh, yes. You can put it in your hair. You can put it in hairbands. You can surround cabochons. You can make bracelets. For me, it's going to be bracelets for sure, because this is a very, very popular style of bracelet right now. If you've been on holiday, if you've been in the airports, you'll have seen them all stacking up very, very similar to that kind of look. And you're getting that in a sparkle because you've got the ball chain inside. You can take it apart if you want. Rhoda, you've got yours. Amanda, Carmen, Anne in County Limerick. I've got Collector in Merseyside. Shirley, you've got to check baskets out. Petra, Sheila, you've got yours. Chris, Dorothy of Hearts. Collector in Greater London. Elizabeth of the Highlands. Kathleen of Essex. Collector in the Shire. Laura in Essex, you've got yours. Rosalind in Argyll, that's 2 Rosalinds. Amanda in West Midlands, check your baskets out, otherwise you are going to miss out on this deal. This is a star by price tag, don't expect it every day.
I haven't seen that in ages. Last time I saw that was the birthday show last year, because Alison and I had it for the launch.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love it.
A joint show.
I definitely use this. I just want to do a bit of crochet. You could crochet with this, couldn't you?
But I love the stack of rings idea with it as well.
Stack of rings, yeah. Yeah, different colours. Sorry, I know this is nearly sold out. Phil's going, hello.
Sorry, I distracted. It's my fault.
You rang a bell and I went, ooh. Cute. Now I'm going to give you some... These will sell out. All I've got to do is hold these up and they sell out normally. So, literally, hold it up and you go crazy for Ketchy Pearls. So, if you love Ketchy Pearls, you knew they were coming up today because I showed you on the busts. We've only got 23 of these, Philip's just told me. Bearer of bad news. Have a look at what I've got for you now. I'm going to bring you the white ones as well, so just to warn you not to relax too much afterwards, because you're going to... And Phil just went, these are a stupid price. He's just put the code in. Oh dear. Oh, Ketchy Pearls are there to give you texture for your jewellery. They are outstanding if you're using the watch faces. They look great in tiaras and fascinators. They're wonderfully organic looking, and you can make something that looks ever so intricate really simply. So again, taking the hard work away from you and allowing that, do you know what you can see there? It's designed itself, that bracelet. You just put it across and it looks great. Sammi, are you a fan of the culture of these different kinds of pearls, these different textures?
Absolutely love those. And for the simple reason that all I do is knot them, and you have a real dramatic, gorgeous look, and that's all you've had to do.
Minimum effort.
You don't have to add anything to it beyond a clasp and little bead at the back, and that's it. That is it.
So minimum effort, maximum texture and organic feel to these. These are out of the oyster pearls, and they are black freshwater pearls. You know, these will if I had to bet my life on it, these are going to sell out very quickly. ZXG P97, we've only got 20 of these. We're going down to a ridiculous price tag at £19.95. For cashew pearls, you normally pay so much more. So grab them quickly, check out baskets quickly. We've got unchecked baskets already. You need to be very quick with this one. We are limited. Tell me again how many we had. We only have 20. These will quickly sell out. So if you love them, or if you're sat thinking, oh, should I get them? Just get them, because you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you change your mind, just send them back. But otherwise, the choice will be taken out of your out of your control. Linda's got 2, you see. I think a lot of people are going to multi-buy this. Caroline, Anne in Limerick, Edwina, Tina, Greater London, Alice, Lincolnshire, Carolyn, Devon. Now, you do need to make sure you check out baskets straight away. I'm going to give you the white ones in a moment. These ones will probably sell out within a second now. Have a look with peacock pearls. They look amazing. You need to, Simon, you've got yours. You need to check out baskets now or you are going to miss out. I've got people on the phone lines waiting, and the people on the phone lines are now taking out of the unchecked baskets. Corolla's joined us. Sue in Yorkshire's joined us. We've got lots and lots and lots of you in today. Oh, I've got too many unchecked baskets. You've got to check them out straight away. If everybody checks out their baskets, this is sold out straight away. So everybody that now joins us on the phone line is taking from your unchecked baskets. Sandra in West Yorkshire, Corolla in Oxfordshire, Simon, Edwina, you've got unchecked baskets. Caroline, you've got an unchecked basket. There are lots of you on the phone lines too. You do have that 30-day money-back guarantee, and that's with everything that you shop for. Here at Jewellery Maker, okay, these look like they're going to sell out any second now, so we're going to leave those with you and give you the white ones. The white ones seem longer, don't they? These are out of oyster pearls, by the way. I love the colour of these. These are so bridal. Would you go mother of the bride with these?
I'd go whatever the bridal party wants.
Whatever they say, I'm doing it.
Well, to be fair, that's what you do. But they're great for across the whole party. Quite often the bride just wants a simple pearl necklace.
Yeah.
And but with the cashew pearls, they will often request them across the whole party because they're just running that theme, having the gorgeous decorative look without, again, having to, you know, pay out for a big pendant or whatever they want to do.
You can just use a few of these in one design as well, can't you?
You can do, but I like to just knot the lot.
You just put the whole lot in one?
Yeah.
So you're a multi-buyer of strands like this then, I'd imagine?
Yes, I've got lots. I mean, I have a big box that's just full of pearls, and I've always got at least 4 strands of cashews in there because they're so requested.
Do you get a lot of bridal commissions? Is it something that where you're on your stand, people come up and say
Yes,
to
they
you?
do. They'll come off and then I'll give them a leaflet, and then they'll contact me because they see the whole... What I don't do is I don't go to bridal fairs.
Why?
Because I begrudge paying out to go and pitch to 700 brides when I can pay slightly more and pitch to 160,000 people.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Because bridal fairs are very expensive, and also when they go to a bridal fair, they're either very much at the beginning, so they've just decided they're going to get married and they're looking around for ideas, or they're completely at the end of it, you know,
it's done,
and they're just yeah. So they're very rarely there at the point where they have the dress, and they're not going to be looking at jewellery until they have the dress. And unless you've got a really good leaflet, they will have forgotten about you by the time they've got the dress.
And
so,
also, I suppose they're not just shopping for jewellery there; they're shopping for everything.
They're shopping for everything, and it's all like and they can't. And it's just, you know, it's not a great place to get bridal commissions. And I do get messages from people going, oh, well, I went and I didn't get anything back.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, don't worry about it. That's normal. They don't have the dress. They're still thinking about everything. Don't worry about it.
Go to bridal shops.
Go to shops.
Yeah.
Take all your work to shops.
Yeah,
and
I'd
get
say
in
that.
the little cabinets in the shops there. That's it. That's
I
how
think
you do
that's such a great tip. Thank you so much. So I think brides would get their dress from a bridal
Yeah, they do, and then they look there.
Else. Yeah. At £19.95, KRG P62, you're making a £10 saving, and these are again almost gone. On the phone lines, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from the UK, 0800 644 655. I've got loads of you there. Now, I cannot stress enough to you that you need to check your baskets out if you want this, because we've had a few messages saying that you're missing out on pieces, but if you don't check your basket out, we will work your 1P&P out before we send your bits to you, whatever it is that you've ordered with, so don't worry about that. You'll still only pay 1 P&P from this morning right the way up until midnight. That's all worked out before your item's shipped, and we don't actually take from your card until the item is shipped. Karen, you've got yours. Linda came in and bought 2. Anne, in Limerick, you've got the black ones, you've now got the white ones. Greater London, you've got yours. Yorkshire, you've got yours. Lots of you in for this one as well. Very popular Akeshi pearls. They're just so beautiful and full of texture. Now, the next 3 items, Philip's just told me, are going to be under £5 each. Sarah's has got them. She's going to bring them to me. Sarah's has been bringing us great stuff today, sandwiches and... Oh, I'm going to do the peach first. Love them. Is that right? Oh, Phil's told her the wrong... What, these aren't going under £5? It's the wrong one. You'll have to make them go under £5. Go on then. Go on, should we do something naughty? It's the weekend. There ain't no management in. Right, okay, these will sell up. Look at that colour.
I love that colour.
I love peach. They look delicious. Don't eat them. £4.95 for 3 strands of gorgeous peach quartzite. I don't think these are, I wouldn't say these are bright orange. These are peachy to me. They go so well. Look at that. Is that jadeite that I've got? Oh, that's a bit posh, isn't it?
It's lovely.
It's lush, that jadeite. They go so well with so many different colours of gemstones. They go with gold really beautifully. These are going to sell out. You need to be very quick with this. £4.95. And you've got the 8mm round. The 8mm round is super, super versatile. Maybe you're going to put some juicy purples in between. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Maybe you're going to put some gorgeous reds in between. That's lush as well, isn't it? Maybe you're going to go nice and fresh. Oh, I love that. That's the combo. Right, well, I'm going to leave that one with you because, Philip, we're going to get told off. Let's do this gorgeous yellow fluorite. And I said to you earlier, my favourite colour at the moment, my favourite colour is green, but then things like flowers, gemstones, it's got to be yellow. I love it. It's particularly this soft chamomile yellow. It's beautiful. And these are frosted. These are going under £5, £2.95. Put them in resin. So, do you know what? This is such a great opportunity for you to get gemstones. Maybe you've just started shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker, to get gemstones in your stash that you can use in so many different ways. Because the chips and the nuggets, they will go on your memory wire. The chips and the nuggets, they would make a beady bead. All of these sorts of techniques are on your beginner's DVD if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But they will be stranded straight away into a stretchy bracelet with elastic. You can put them in the hair. You can you can put them in resin. They will float around and look beautiful in resin. And resin will magnify them. £2.95. You're going bananas. There is a slight queue on the phone lines. It's to be expected. Look at this price tag. Sammi, again, things like this, it's just, it makes business sense, and it makes sense to anyone who's a hobbyist to just get these.
It does. No, I love chips because I like to make a trees of life for a start, little tiny tree. So you'll use maybe 10 of them in a tree of life.
Is that all?
Or maybe 15, depends on the size of them. So if you're doing like your autumnal trees, you mix the yellows with the oranges, the carnelians and stuff like that, and then it doesn't take much in the way of wire either. So they're really good for profit trees of life. But they're also, I like to do what Mark does and make the graduated in colour, big chunky necklaces out of lots and lots of chips. It looks so dramatic and so beautiful, and the texture is amazing.
The colours are calming and gorgeous. You've got that sunshine glow behind them. You've got that frosting behind them as well. Very, very, very busy. That one looks like it's going to sell out. So I'm going to give you some snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian is formed when there is a volcanic eruption. And there is the ash from the eruption rains down and it settles on the hot, is it like lava, isn't it? Hot lava. So each one is a little ashen snowflake. I like that story, do you? It's a true one as well. It's one of my true stories.
I love that.
Do you love that?
Because I always like to explain to people in the store about it, and I was like, do you know how this is formed?
It's cool. It's a
and
cool
then people
fact.
are like, that's amazing. They love it. They love to hear about how things are formed.
Yeah, it's not just plastic.
No.
But yeah, right. We have to have a volcanic eruption for this to this gemstone to happen. Yet we're giving it to you at £2.95.
No. Alison!
Alison! Terry!
I want 3 of those, please.
You want 3? What are you going to make with your 3, darling?
Well, I'd like to make little earrings with just a little swirl going around.
Silver or gold?
Silver. So what I'll probably do is actually have 2 of those and then a tiny little silver space bead underneath. And they're really good for rings. So if you saw...
even in a round?
Yeah, because I did the late show on Tuesday, and I do like a little ring cuff. And I have a little tiny round suspended in the middle of it. And that, because it's such a beautiful stone with all of that detail, works really well. You can only do it with a stone like that. So it wouldn't really work with a plain one, unless it was like a really good quality tanzanite or something. Yeah. But it works really well with a snowflake obsidian because you've got all the detail, and you can see the whole bead.
Oh,
works
I like
really
the sound
well.
of that.
It looks really good.
I've got 30 unchecked baskets. I've only got 15 strands left because most people are buying 3s, 2s, 3s again, 3s again. Loads of you are multi-buying. YEGP38, these are rapidly depleting in stock. You've got to be super quick. $2.95 is for nothing. Let's give you some howlite. These howlite in white is perfect for the beach, especially with really strong colours next to them, like these. I would do some howlite and I would put these sorts of colours in with it, and I would mix it all up. Right, okay, stop everything. Wait, Phil, wait. Wait. Whoa. Phil is going to give you this strand for less than he gave you the last strand. Do you remember how much the last one was? $2.95. Are you ready? Because I'm going to kick on. We're going to go straight for it. You're going to be checking baskets out. You need to be very quick. OEP 078 £1.95. You can't even buy a coffee.
No.
That's less than the P&P. You're a ridiculous man, Philip. What is he up to? Why? This is a genuine gemstone strand. Be quick, my darlings. Be really quick.
I can't get over that.
It's a mega sale price tag. Mega sale.
Do you know what? I'm loving the fact that we can do that now, because you never used to be able to bring a price like that.
We weren't allowed. That price tag wasn't allowed.
No.
Because it's not worth it for us.
Yeah.
If we're honest.
Yeah.
They got to pay me and you, and you're expensive. I mean, I'm cheap, it's been said before. You, girl, you're expensive. Ryan works for free. £1.95. Well, you do now, because how are we supposed to afford wages? We probably paid more for this strand than we did we? OEP 078, £1.95. Listen, why aren't you buying 10 of these? 10 of these would only cost you £10.95. You have loads of them in your stash. You'll never run out of howlite, will you?
No, I expect some of them are going to be found on an internet auction site by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, you could resell them, Sammi.
Could.
Probably not supposed to tell people to do that, but you could.
Well, I'm a businesswoman, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. You are. Didn't buy that Bentley on collecting tokens, did you? OEP 078. I've got to get some cereal, that particular cereal, because there's a Bentley token on the back. Once I've saved up £1,000. No,
what
she didn't.
cereal would that be, do you think?
£1.95. I don't know. Don't know what cereal. They should do that though. You should be able to buy cereal and then like. Do you remember back in the day you used to be able to collect tokens for stuff?
Yeah.
But just bowls.
Bowls or a spoon. You get a spoon.
Yeah.
Occasionally you could get a spoon, or a mug if you were really lucky.
A spoon that said snap, crackle and pop on it.
Or grrr.
And we used to literally pour the milk and go like that.
I used to
To hear the snap, crackle and pop. And your mum would be like, "You're going to eat that?" No, I can't stand the things.
I've got my hair in it now.
You make it. Back in the day, you used to have, they don't do this anymore because of choking, but we used to, every week, my mum had to get a certain cereal because there would be a free gift inside the cereal. You'd be pouring it and out would pop a monkey. And you'd be like, yes, I got it. Your brother would always beat you to it. It was never me. It was always my brother George. He always knew how to get he'd just stick his hand in it. But they don't do that anymore.
No, they don't. It's probably because I got so many complaints because the kids were pouring all of the cereal out as soon as they got it.
That's why containers of cereal were so popular, like the little plastic things, because you'd have to take it out of the box to give your kids the thingy. It's going to sell out, of course. It's time for some peacock pearls. It's star buy time. I don't know what he's up to today, Jewellery Makers. I would just ignore the fact that he's being crazy and use it to your advantage. Look at these peacock pearls. They're luscious. Look at the way the light hits them, and look at all the colours that you get back from a strand like this. I know, Sammi, actually on your stall, even though you do use things sometimes that haven't come from Jewellery Maker, we're going to be honest today.
Yeah,
we are. You do use a lot of pearls, don't you?
I do. Yes, I do. But again, I've got embossed pearl boxes.
Embossed? Explain.
I have a proper, you know how a proper pearl box is about that long?
What's a pearl box?
When you go to a jeweller's, the pearls are presented in a pearl box. So I have pearl boxes with my logo embossed in the silk in the inside of them. And you might think but I think the boxes cost me under £2, including embossing, because I know where to get them from.
She knows people.
I know. Well, it's a research, isn't it? It takes lots of research and lots of trial and error to build up your stockists.
Embossed, is that like engraved?
You know, it's just like actually, you know, when you open
I know what you mean,
so it's in the silk, it's there. So when you present a strand of pearls knotted in one of those, that's when you can really command some really good prices. It is about marketing, packaging, and everything else.
Yeah.
And the finished product being, you know, up to standard. So, yeah. And where you're selling it.
You want to feel like you're buying luxury. And with pearls, you know you are. But you're right. You need to... Where do you get these things embossed? Can you tell people or not?
I get it from the same company that I buy the boxes from.
Right,
so I buy it from them.
Is it a UK company or not?
It is a UK company, yes.
OK, thank you. So you can go do a little web search. These peacock pearls would normally come to you at £24.95. They're not going to be that price tag today. Are these natural, out of the oyster pearls? Totally natural. These are given that peacock colour after they have naturally come from the oyster. I love the way that you've got some with flat bottoms on them as well. I love the texture. For you, Sammi, would this be a necklace? Would you be doing, or what's the classic Sammi thing to do?
It would be a necklace or a necklace and bracelet set.
Okay.
I like to have a necklace and bracelet set because people often ask for both. So yeah, that's what I would do. The
great thing about you selling your jewellery at these events, Sammi, is that people go to these kinds of events, whether it's the Gloucester Quays Fair, whether it's to, you know, like a castle event. We have somewhere in Gloucestershire called Sudeley Castle, and you get like Elizabeth Hurley there and stuff. People go there and they have a great day out. So they buy things that reminds them of the great day out they had with their family. And I think people take money to spend at these kinds of places. So if you are I know we're talking a lot about business today, but I think it's quite important if you are going to make a business out of your jewellery making. I'm just realised, sorry, I can't believe that price tag, £9.95.
I did a bit of searching last year actually, and I just sort of Googled prices for Baroque pearls knotted, and there's a particular UK site that sells nothing but knotted pearl necklaces.
Oh, lovely.
And the minimum for a Baroque is £60 just for...
That's a good price.
That's a really good price. But yeah, the minimum is 60, but just for that, just for a stand like that.
So you're making a good profit.
Yeah, they're not perfect rounds, they are the Baroque, you know, they're
like
not,
these.
Yeah, exactly like those. Exactly
they're
like
pretty.
Those.
These are pretty. £9.95. Now I'm going to give to you. What? Oh, can I do the jadeite?
I love those.
Thanks. No, you can, he said, but we haven't got very many.
I know.
Yeah, but I keep looking at it and I love jadeite. I love it. Do you?
I do. I asked for it for a challenge, but he said no.
Fill your stinge bag. It's because we haven't got very many of them.
Many, no. They're beautiful. I've got that strand as well.
You've got it. What made you buy it?
It's jadeite. I used to live in Hong Kong.
Did you?
Yeah, I lived
Stanley
at
Market. Did you
yeah,
go there?
yeah,
I love it.
And Moncock Market as well, which is
Never went there. Is that the one?
lovely.
That's not the night market.
It does go on to the evening as well.
Do you have to get the Star Ferry to it?
Because I lived in Kowloon, so I lived in Kowloon. So Stanley is the more touristy.
Yeah, it's posh,
Moncock is like a tenth of the price of Stanley, and Stanley's cheap. So because we lived anyway, I lived there 1983 to 87.
Oh.
I loved it over there, really did. But of course,
I love Hong Kong.
There's loads of that, what they call jade, because that's what they call it there, jade, imperial jade, isn't it? So it's absolutely beautiful.
Well, they think it's very lucky, and
it's
actually,
the most, it's their most prized stone.
it is.
And some of the jewellery that they make is just incredible.
It
and
is.
the prices of this jewellery, if you just go and have a look online at jadeite price of the jewellery now, you'll be falling over. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful colour.
It's a gorgeous stone. It's like they're just, each one is so different, and you can lose yourself just looking at it.
You've got like a little inner iridescence, and they do say jadeite is a very lucky gemstone, which is why it's so highly regarded in Asia. The Asian designers, you want to go to like Japan and Hong Kong and see the shoes that are being designed. I mean, you've never seen anything like it in your life. These are the only 12mm rounds that we actually have. They are beyond strikingly beautiful. And they're just £49.95. Now, Sammi, this is one for a strand of rounds, that's perhaps a considered purchase. But as somebody who is like so into gemstones and so into jewellery, Sammi, why would you pay that extra for jadeite? Why is it?
Because it's rare, it's sought after, and it's beautiful. It has a high status.
It does.
For all of those reasons, because it's just wonderful. It's like I had to own it because it was so nice.
What would you make out of a strand like this? Or you've got this strand, so what are you going to make out of it?
It's going to be very, very, very sparingly used.
Okay.
As I often do with my really high-end strands. I'm a bit tight, like to make the most of my money.
Yeah, wow.
So maybe I have one in, because I bought the big pearls that we do, so I have one in the middle of a pearl necklace, would look really, really, really striking.
That's a beautiful idea.
But with gold, so you're going to have a little gold bead cap each side.
Do you
of
have
the
solid
jadeite.
gold? Or?
Yes, and we started doing that here now, which I'm over the moon about. Definitely going to pair it with gold wherever it is.
Yeah.
One on a bracelet, but with gold again.
Okay. So it's for you, it's just a must-have strand.
It is, because it's just divine. I don't even know if I'll sell it. I might just keep it.
I love but the thing is, if you are going to break it up, you can make yourself a piece of jewellery with it.
I will make myself. I'm definitely going to keep at least something for myself. Even if you just pop one on a head pin with a gold bead cap, and just have it on a very fine gold chain.
Silver clay?
You could do it with silver clay. But for me, I think the status is such that it would be, and because maybe that's because I lived in Hong Kong, where it's only ever put with gold. It's never put with anything else.
You should go back to Hongers.
I want to. It's wonderful over there.
It is. I used to go like every year to do a big trade fair out there, and I love it. Let's go. 2 chances only, and I've got Hilda with a 1 chance now. And Hilda, you have got it in a basket. So if you check your basket out, Hilda, you will take the last one. You're in Surrey, but there is somebody from Essex on the phone lines as well. So it's between Hilda and the person who is in the Jewellery Maker in Essex on the phone lines. Who's going to take it? Essex or Surrey, everyone? KCG P15 is your item code. Maybe you want to come in and say, no, actually, it's me from the Scottish borders. I'm having it. Could be. Could happen. Now, again, I have got for you something really special. And I'm going to give you another, it's like having loads of birthdays. I'm going to give you another star buy. Look at this brand new strand, huge carat weight of natural amethyst. These are out of the mine natural amethyst. This is a strand that is going to enable you to either make a big carat weight stretchy, still have loads left, look. And I think that's going to be a very popular stretchy design. I'm thinking wedding guest. I'm thinking bridesmaids. Think about your lovely, beautiful, elegant bridesmaids in their gorgeous dresses with just this, either around their neckline or around their wrists. It's going to be standout piece, isn't it? It's going to be a standout piece. But also I think one piece of this is going to look fantastic in a ring. You could prong set one of these and you can see, you know what, that's going to make a great ring. I love the facets, I love the colour. I think I would put this with gold or silver or rose gold. I don't think it matters what your whatever your favourite is, or maybe do a collection. Are you going to use all of them? Now we've got big chunky gemstones. Are we going to put them all in one piece, Sammi, or are we going to spread them out, be a bit stingier with them?
I would actually, I like them like that, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I
like them in a bracelet.
It depends on what price it goes to, whether I'm going to be stingy or not.
Oh, okay. She speaks the truth, doesn't she? I think it looks really, really striking together with the jadeite. I think if you're going to, I love that combination.
I do. It's so natural, isn't it? Just the beautiful natural colours of the jadeite and they're gorgeous.
Putting them together just works,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Like a cool breeze of colour. Now, you're going a bit crazy for these already. Look at the facets, look at the glow. You get a great glow from these. Whether it's going to be, well, if you're going to make bracelets, is it going to be a stretchy? Or is it going to have a clasp on it?
Do you know what? I pretty much always put a clasp on everything because I do so much wire work. My grip, and because of the medical conditions I've got, my grip is awful. So I get to the end of a stretchy and let go.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, so it's just easier for you to add a clasp than make a stretchy?
Yeah.
For pure laziness alone, I'm putting a clasp on it.
Yes. Less rude words are said if I use clasps.
WUKY38, another message coming in. Keep those messages coming in. Kathy from Greater London. Amethyst nuggets are a real Wilma Flintstone. Yes, these are. These are a real Wilma Flintstone strand. I thought I'll put them on, but I've got, look at this gorgeous necklace Sam is in our next kit. Amazing, isn't it? I will take it off. Huge strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They're 50 pence each. This is ridiculous. These are drill holes. You can work with these like cabochons if you want to. I mean, Sammi, 50 pence a gemstone.
For that, amethyst is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. £9.95 as well. Beauts. What beauts these are.
We can make a full couple of suites. You'd have a bracelet, a necklace set as well, and you can do some earrings with the smaller ones at the end. And yes.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. £9.95. WUKY38, 480 carats. 15 by 10 to 26 by 19 on the graduations. You're going to have to be very quick. Sandra, you've got yours. Kathy, you're Sandra, Avril, Joan, Wendy. Collector in Greater London has two. Belinda, you've got yours. Lynn, you've got yours. Lynn in Devon, you've got yours. Isabel in Anglis. Collector in Greater London. Catherine in Essex. Helena of County Tyrone. Arlene, you've got yours. Terry Ray, you've got yours. Oksana, you've got yours. There are absolutely loads of you shopping with us. Don't forget to keep texting us. We want every ounce of gossip that you've got. Have you got any other gossip for us, Sam? You got any gossip? Like gossip. What's Alison Tarry done that you're...
Do you know what
we're talking about?
I left my shampoo at Alison's last weekend. That's about as gossipy as I've got.
Stop everything. What were you doing at Alison Tarry's house last week?
I went to go and visit. I did.
Where does she live in Wales, isn't it?
Yeah, North Wales.
Was it lovely?
It was lovely, yeah.
Did you go beach?
She's got an absolutely beautiful view, and you can see almost all the way to Liverpool.
Did you top and tail?
No.
Did you drink wine?
Yes.
What kind of a drunk is Alison Tarry?
Oh, happy drunk. What else would she be?
You never know. You never know.
You don't, do you? She could have got really ratty and chased me around with a pair of pliers, but she didn't. So
well, these lot, we're all going to Amelia's wedding and Leah's wedding. They've never seen me have a drink before. I'm so nervous. And I'm taking Simon with me. We're not a good combination.
Oh,
if you want tranquility, don't invite us. I'm nervous.
I don't think anybody wants tranquility if they invite you, do they?
Sometimes,
they want happiness and fun. And...
I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of pressure. Phil says, I'm going to go to the library, I'm going to bring Jenny with me. Not. I'm not allowed in libraries, banned from everyone. I've actually got a library card though. My friend really laughed at me for that. I was like, well, why wouldn't I have a library? She was like,
well, there's a library on the corner, isn't there? Just round the corner from
oh yeah, but I don't live there no more, do I? I live in Hertfordshire now.
That's true. That's
She's
true.
like, but everyone just buys books from that, you know, for like 2 pence from, you know, the website that sounds like the jungle and rhymes with Slamazon.
Yeah, that's true. That's
but
true.
I like a library.
I do, because I don't like an ebook. I like
no,
an actually paper
you've got to
book,
smell it.
See,
You've got to smell it.
I got to, but the thing is, I don't like the library because I don't like giving them back. I like to keep them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got
hoarder.
fines.
Yeah.
Phil's just saying books are what now? Books are now classed as status symbols according to the newspaper.
I have massive status is all I can say. I've got loads of books.
I've got loads of books, but they're all trashy novels.
Are they?
Apart from My Bookie Book by Russell Brand. Or Spartacus by Howard Fast, that's not trashy.
Good one.
That's a good one. But the rest is Jilly Cooper. Or other such things like that, or Philippa Gregory's.
Have you got J.K. Rowling? Do you Harry Potter?
Of course I have. I love J.K. Rowling. Now, it's like already, it's 3 o'clock already. What's going on? I will be back with more The Wire Bender Fletcher. Did you love that necklace that she made you? Wait till you see Sammi's next kit. You're going to be wowed. I'll see you on to the side of this.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Tiger's eye is a gemstone that can be masculine or feminine. It comes in like these luscious caramel colours, and when you get it in fuchsia, that's my favourite, when it's bright pink. Love that, and the chatoyancy makes it so different. It sort of follows you around the room, so it makes for some really interesting pieces.
Tiger's Eye is one of the first gemstones that I was ever exposed to. My mum bought me a beautiful Tiger's Eye bracelet when I was away at university, and I've worn it ever since. It has a lot of personal value to me. Not only that though, the Jewellery Maker Tiger's Eye which you can get exudes so much chatoyancy and more chatoyancy than I've ever seen from any other Tiger's Eye. The carat weights are brilliant, you can get it in dyed qualities, but it's the natural essence of the gemstone which I think people find so attractive about it, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's one of our biggest sellers.
Versatility. You can do anything with wire work. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet anyway.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
More star buys. Can we take any more lushness today? We can. These I love. If you are creating tiny little pieces, little cardigans for baby girls, these are the buttons that you want. If you're creating stud earrings, these are the ones that you want in your ears. I absolutely love these. Have a little look at what I've got for you now. I'm going to find a head pin to show you these because it's better. But I love them. I love these. They need to go in the hair, they need to go in your ears, they need to be sewn into your wedding gowns. They're just beautiful. Mag's getting me a head pin. Oh, no, it's all right. Sammy's getting me one, girls. I think I've got a team of head pin finders. Have we got one? Who's got a head pin? Sarah's got a head pin. Everything's fine. Well done. You won the head pin race. Yeah. Just give me a flat one, though. I want a ball one. Sorry.
No problem.
Actually, hang on a minute. Saying that, the flat looks really good. She knew what she was doing, everyone. Sarah, everyone. She's cute. Have a look. So I've just put a flat head pin in the centre there, and you can see how already that just looks super cute. So there's the head pin. You can put this into fascinators, tiaras. You can put these into. It looks good. I never thought that a flat head pin would look good, and it looks really good.
I'd have gone immediately for the ball, but yeah, flat one looks great. Sorry. Right.
It's a motto I've often used myself. Now, I am going to make an earring out of this. I'm not actually going to, I'm going to, like, if I get these home, I'd make an earring out of it. But I just want to show you how earrings would look. I've just put that straight through.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I love them. I need earrings like this. I have got a great big head pin coming out of there at the moment, but hey. That's cute. Would you make like a little shepherd hook now, or would you put a back on that?
You can just put, yeah, you can put a back on that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think it's more secure, isn't it, with a little one like that.
Quite often people want backs with their shepherd's hooks as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I've heard that. $9.95 on the internet, that's what they are right now, which is fine, because actually they're bigger than what you think when they're in your ear.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're gorgeous as earrings. If you did them just as, I mean, I hadn't thought about just doing that. That's so simple.
I want those earrings now.
If you did them, I mean, even if you started them at £5 a pair, which is dead cheap.
I think they're so pretty. I have not got enough stud earrings. I need loads. Now you get 10, ignore the picture. Not this picture though, eh? The picture on the website shows 7. You are getting 10, and look at the price tag, £7.95. Guaranteed 10 of these collection Somerset. Yosandra, Anne's got 2, Adri's got 2, Irina and Terry and Hillia and Asha, and Jane in County Durham. I've got Elaine, Rosalind, Anne, Elizabeth, Middlesex, Belinda in Missouri. Belinda's in Missouri. Monica in Dorset, Leslie in Essex, Corolla in Oxfordshire. There are absolutely loads of you. Leslie in Essex, I've got you, I've got Janice in Berkshire, I've got Georgina, I've got Linda in Renfrewshire. There's stacks of you loving these. JOG, P15, I've got 30 unchecked baskets right now. I reckon this one's going to sell out. Do you love them? I love them. I just think make 5 pairs of stud earrings. How much would you sell stud earrings for?
Well, if you did with sterling and those, I'd probably go £10 a pair. For
Definitely.
For sterling.
Mark Smith underprices himself.
We all do. I think we often all do.
Do you?
Yes. I think because we're all quite insecure, I still get like, oh, people buy stuff from me. I still get like that.
Do you?
Yeah. Even though I do really well at it.
It's a very difficult job to design something because your designs will only be bought if someone loves them. So your job is based on other people's opinions.
It is.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is, and also you know how much you've spent on the components, so you don't want to rip people off.
Yeah.
So you tend to want to underprice yourself,
even
though actually they're buying your design time, they're buying all the time you've spent researching everything, they're buying the time you spent buying stuff to make things, as well as the time you're making it, as well as the packaging, as well as your, you know, your website, as well as everything else, that all factors in.
It does.
But you're still there thinking, oh, you know,
should I, can I? You
oh,
feel
should I ask that? But yeah, you've just got to kind of get over yourself a little bit, I think.
So you know what? Make a profit out of these. They're 79p each. Make buttons out of them. Make earrings out of these. Put them in your hair. There's so much you can do. Set them into resin. They'll look beautiful. They've got a little drill hole in the centre. So you can create absolutely loads of things. You can do bubble bracelets. You can do rings. There's just so much scope for your design. And you know what? They're flowers. They're sentimental. When we're looking for something to say, I love you, or thank you, or get well soon, it's flowers. Flowers and hearts every single time. Here's again the design with my head pin on it, and I've used a flat head pin, which I'm loving actually. I'm loving the flat head pin design. It does look good, doesn't it? Now we're limited now, and I've got too many unchecked baskets. Collection in Greater Manchester, Hayley in Cornwall, Joe in Wiltshire, Viv in Essex, Rosalind Hillier, Anne Elizabeth Collector in Middlesex, Missouri, Hazel. You need to check your baskets out, or you're about to miss out on this one. Claire's got hers, £7.95. JOG P15 is your item code. Now, let's get over to that lovely wire bender. Sammi has made some outstanding pieces of jewellery, one of which I'm wearing because I am. Because I said I wanted to. I was like, I'm wearing that. And then I used all of Andrew Edwards' makeup because I couldn't find my own. So that happened earlier. I was like, give me that. So I'm going into your makeup.
We were having a little party in the bathroom, weren't
we? We were having a little bathroom party. We liked that. I'm just going to do this. Because otherwise I look too tall.
Because I'm
next to
really
you. Very miniature.
Short.
Miniature. I actually said on air the other day, I think you're shrinking.
I think I am, but that's all I've got to look forward to. You don't grow as you get older, do you?
No, just shrink.
I did grow when I'd seen the chiropractor and I got a new mattress. I grew by an inch and a half.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd obviously got quite...
Stretched you out?
Yeah, stretched me out. I was really chuffed.
Like the opposite of George's Marvellous Medicine, that's what's happening with you, isn't it?
If she did it again, I'd be nearly 5 foot. I'm really little.
What are you, 4 foot?
Well, I was 4'8", so now I'm now 4'10". I was 4'8.5", and it's 4'10" after seeing the chiropractor.
Are your kids tall?
Yeah, they are. I try and tell them off like that.
Because mine are, yeah, I mean, Mia is 5'9". Yeah, and I'm 5'2" at the tallest, so I'm like that.
Mikey's just over 6 foot now.
How old
he's
is he?
Still growing. He's 16.
Yeah,
so he's
mad,
the tallest out of all of them.
Mad. Yeah, Mia's 14. 5'9".
Yeah.
Said to her, you won't get a husband if you carry on growing like that. It's like, I don't want a stupid husband anyway. Said, well, good job. Now, she said, you won't get a husband either way. I was like, okay, good point.
Shots fired.
We're only joking. We're only joking. Now, you are so spoiled. You've got malachite cabochons in your kit. Are you mad?
I just love them. We know this. Do you know I didn't even make a snake ring? I thought about it because I always do. Then I thought, no.
You got my spinels as well.
I love them.
Who do you think you are? I know. You've got 5 malachite cabochons. Do you know how expensive malachite is? It's so expensive normally. Oh, I'm just gonna get my gemstone grabber because I'm gonna grab myself one of these. Is what I'm gonna do. Where is my gemstone grabber? Thanks, Preston. Now, do you think Adam looks like Preston from The Ordinary Boys?
Oh yes, he does. I hadn't really given it much thought to you then, and now I can't not think it.
Somebody else told me look like somebody else different. Justin Trouser Snake, you do look like him. A little bit like him. Adam's got one of those celebrity faces, hasn't he?
I need to get him making jewellery. He can demo for the
ladies. Put him on your stand. You'll soon be selling stuff there.
Oh, I would do, yeah.
They'll be like, oh, young man. Now, my mum does that young man thing all the time. Have a look at what I've got for you. 5 of them. 5 in one kit. Ridiculous.
It is. It's
ridiculous.
Just dreamy is what it is.
I love the black spinel. Is this my strand? Slightly bigger than the ones that I've got. So these are bigger than the ones that I'm wearing around my wrist. So I need them because they're bigger. And then you're getting, oh, I love, what a kit.
I know, it was just like, it's a no effort kit, isn't it, for me? I just love it.
I tell you, what you've created is literally beyond amazing.
Thank you.
You're also getting wire. You're getting the wire as well. 100. Look at this. It's just bananas. It's so amazing. I'll get me a cup of tea out the way, shall I? Now, shall I show you? Oh, what you got there? That ring's lush as well, isn't it? Now, I've got to take this off and put it on a bust, so I'm going to do that now so that everyone can see I've stolen this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So while you look at I've got a bust here, don't you worry, Margil. Now, look at this. I'll place it. Look, I've been wearing this, it's quite warm from my neck. Sorry, did you not want to know? Cold hands, warm neck. How amazing are you? You're so amazing.
Thank you.
You're so amazing.
That is just 4 scrolls and a jump ring, though.
You did what, my bad?
That's just 4 scrolls and a jump ring. Basically.
It's just 4 scrolls and a jump ring. And a lot of design and a lot of amazingness.
Thank you.
You're just wonderful. Let me show you the wire that you've got. Well done, Sammi. Well done.
Thank you.
Because you and I have the bounce, but actually you're brilliant at what you do.
Thank you.
That's enough telling you you're brilliant.
That's it, yeah.
Now you're getting 0.4.
I'll never get out the door.
I'll now remind you of how short you are, just to bring your head back down to the normal size. 0.4, and you get 100 metres of your 0.4. And Sammi said last time this is your weaving wire, so you need loads of it, and you've got loads of it. Then you've got your 1 millimetre, and you get 10 metres of that, and your 0.8, you get 10 metres of that. Love the colour. You're very much an advocate of this kind of colour as well, aren't you? It's
really do.
Is it because it's the antique effect? It looks great, doesn't it?
It does, and it's also, I think there's quite a lot of us that absolutely love the antique bronze. For you, I don't know how to explain. It's just really nice to work with.
And you're arty. It's kind of like it's very Gemma Crow as well, isn't
Yes.
it? Now remember, you get 5 of the malachite cabochons. Malachite is a very sought after gemstone. Malachite is rich. It's 100% natural. That richness of colour is so breathtaking. You have to own it to believe it. It really, and you get all the banding on there as well. It's just sensational. I love the fact that you have got your rounds here as well, and that's pyrite, natural pyrite. Now we don't see a lot of pyrite in its natural colour. We don't anymore, really. We see it coated a lot. It's been quite hard to get hold of. Now we're going to give you such a great price tag. You're already loving the jewellery. You're already sending us messages. Now this is only £42.20 as a normal price tag, and by normal price tag I mean this is your basket price tag. So this is what you would pay. And remember, you've got the other cabochons as well, which I'll just place next to it so you see everything that you get. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Come on, come on, come on. So you see all of it. But actually, that price tag, I think you would... Do you remember back in the day when we first launched malachite? You'd have paid £50 for the cabochons alone, and that would have been a really good price. It would have been $49.95. I don't know why malachite for us is coming down in price tag. Why did it come down? How come? Okay. We buy a lot more of it now. Back when we did that, we'd only buy 1 or 2 pieces. £42.90. Have a look at what you've got here. And look at this price tag. £34.95. BZG C71. You have to be very, very quick if you want this one. The malachite alone should be... I just can't believe it. You know what, Sammi? If we had a pendant that was... What are you doing? Right, my talkback's gone, and he's just doing this. £21.95. Why did you do that? I can't hear anybody. It's madness. Madness. Why have you gone to £21.95? Did he? Is it me, or did he go to a different price tag before that?
You did $34.95, which I thought was really, really good.
Really good. It was ridiculous. I'm glad I can't hear him in my ear.
It is ridiculous.
I'm going to change that so that I can hear him in my ear. But I need you to make sure you are checking out baskets, because let's be honest, Sam, right? There is no way you would find 5 malachite pendants, cabs, like this, totally pure, totally gorgeous. There is no way... I can hear him again now, that little rascal in my ear. There is no way you are going to find that anywhere else.
Well, you wouldn't pay £21.95 for any other pieces that I made.
Ah, there's another good point. How much would you charge?
Well, the pendant,
So this one here?
yeah, that would be £50.
£50. So
Yeah.
do you go bang on the nose £50? This is something else that customers have asked. Do you charge $49.99,
No,
$49.95, or £50 straight?
You have to carry, if you do
Change.
£49, you've got to carry change, and we can't be mucking about with that because it's just a pain.
Okay.
So I always go ends in a 5 or it ends in a 0.
Okay,
because it's just easier, unless it's a pound, you know.
Okay.
But so yeah, I don't mess about with 50p's and things like that.
I can't believe that
do
price
it.
tag. It's ridiculous. I can't
That is
believe
insane.
it.
That
I
is
can't
absolutely
believe.
insane.
I really can't believe that because, and I'm not being just because I work here.
That is really,
I'm
really-
being 100% genuine. That price tag is ridiculously low.
You've got spinel, you've got micro
spinel alone.
faceted spinel, which I adore. Yeah, I'm just quite blown away. I mean, the big necklace.
The next one, what are we going to pay for that?
That's probably about £80.
That's low in price.
Yeah, but all of that, yeah, there's a lot of, you see, I'm trying to justify the price and you're telling me it's low. I'm thinking
you're
there's
doing
a
the
lot of work
opposite of
going-
what- yeah.
no, but there's loads of work. But yeah, I mean, for me, £80.
I'd put 120 on that.
Would you?
Yeah.
You see, I need you to market
Because
me.
if I'm going to part with £80, I'm not going to worry about. If that's,
No, you make
do you
a
know
good
why?
point.
Right, if I've gone out and I've thought I need a really lush piece of jewellery because I'm going to a wedding, I need an amazing piece of jewellery because I'm going out to dinner. Right, if I've got £80, I don't mind. Like, if I'm going to spend a lot,
Yeah.
£120, fine. You know, otherwise I'm going to a high street jewellers and I'm going to spend a tenner.
Yeah, this is true.
That's what I, and that's
That
what I
is
do
true.
do. That is, if I've got the budget to really like we're all going to this wedding, so then you know you save up and you buy extra. You buy a nice dress, you buy a nice pair of shoes to go with that nice dress. Do you know what I mean? So I actually think, you know, there's not a massive difference between 80 and 120 if you are going to.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend that, you're going to spend it.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Yeah, no, that's true.
The ring, how much are you going to charge for that?
That one would be 40. But I do the snake.
Made up that, and
if
you've
I
got
do
two
the snake-
malachites
I was
in
gonna say,
there.
if I do the snake, if it was a single snake ring, that would be 30. So perhaps I'm underpricing on that ring. But I do £30 because it's malachite. Basically, it'd be 20 is my baseline for one of those snake rings that I do, which only has one. in
You
there.
could go to Sammi's stall, buy it all, and then sell it for a profit if you wanted. Janet in Sevilla. Sevilla. That's in Italy, isn't it? Love Italy. I went to Italy last year. I didn't realise that malachite was so expensive. I've got a 2 kilo polished slab of it.
I want that.
2 kilo polished slab! Let's get out to Seville now. What, 2 kilos? That's massive.
Wow, I bet that's beautiful.
Did you just, Janet, did you just look on the internet how expensive it is and then go, I've got this, how did she get it? What did you do? And I'll accidentally dig it up. I want to know where you've accidentally got it from. Right, I need you to know we've got single figures of the kit left. So you should be very quick. Very quick.
I love this kit. I want Alison to get me this kit as well because I love this
Well,
kit.
you've already got it. Don't they give it you? They don't give you the kit afterwards?
No.
You don't do what I would do, sneakily keep some elements of the kit, no?
No.
You need to stop being so honest. No, don't ever stop that. That's not something you should ever
It's
stop.
a beautiful kit, but even if I did keep the kit, I'd still want another one.
Would you? Want two of these? It's for nothing.
But I know we keep going on about it from a business perspective, but I know that even with just malachite, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 on snake rings, and malachite snake rings for me sell really well.
So you could make 120 on snake rings?
Just on snake rings. That's if I didn't do a necklace or anything. But obviously,
So that's £100 profit.
yeah,
just
but
under,
even with just if I did 5 of those necklaces. But the thing is, you're going to sell something in your £0 to £30 bracket a lot more often than you are going to sell a £120 necklace.
okay.
So you'd make one statement piece and then other ones that are going
Loads
to
of
go
little
bang
rings.
bang.
So buy 2 of this kit. At the very least. Let me have a look. Is anybody multi-buying this? Has everybody bought singulars? I say pop another one in your basket if you haven't. I'll just have to refresh because my screen's not showing me.
It's
Or Phil's not doing it. It's either. Oh no, it was Phil.
It was Phil.
Let me see. Yes, Isabel in Angus has 2 of these. Fiona in Gloucestershire, do you know her? She's got hers.
That's Fiona who I just gave a lift to. She'll be in the. She's our beading buddy, I suspect.
Oh, she lives down my cousin's road. Did you get her from town?
No, she came to my house and I drove her from there.
Cousin Wendy, she lives in her road. No, we all live right close.
We all do, don't we?
Hilda, hiya Hilda, you've been buying for us today. That fly, get out. Antique wire in 100 metres, 0.8 and 1 millimetre, please, thanks.
Exactly. I mean, if you didn't want everything else, you've got all the wire that you want.
You want us to bring the wire on separately? We've got the 1 millimetre. I can give you separately, but you could just get this kit. You've got everything. You've got it all in there. The antique. Oh, she wants 100 metres. Okay. All right. Not just for Hilda, for everybody else as well. I'm going to put it on your screen, but I don't have it with me now. I've got 100 metres of what? Of 1 millimetre antique wire. We're going to get it on our system. It's coming up now. Has the kit sold out then, has it? Single figures left. 100 metres of antique bronze coloured copper wire, 1 millimetre, £27 and 95 pence. Phil's not stopping there. Going to give you a better price tag. If you shop for it now on our website, it would be that price, but because you're watching live, we're going to take the price tag down. £19.95. That'll do, pig. That'll do. VBJ M44. So for all of you wire enthusiasts, there you go, my loves. Right, Lady Bender. What are we going to do?
We're going to do the little Lady Bender.
It's because it makes Sammi the wire bender Fletcher. I just said it like, come on, Lady Bender.
I just let it pass as well. That's because I'm used to that kind of stuff from Jenny. I didn't even think anything of it. That's how bad it is.
Get on with it, you.
So we're going to do pendant. Yeah, I'll stop now. So we're going to learn how to net. So what you want to do is, first of all, you want to make the outside, and this is how to net incorporating a bale at the same time. So first of all, you'll use your 1 mil for the backing, and what you want to do is actually form it around your stone. So one way of doing it is to do that, but if you've got your baling pliers, because these are all calibrated, which is another lovely thing about them, if you use the widest bit on your baling pliers and just take your wire around them like so, and then cross it over, and you can just kind of push it down. If I move my hand forward, you can see what I'm doing. This will actually just sit behind the cabochon. It's amazing, because so what you want is to make it so that the wire is not quite visible from behind the cab. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got to sit on it and just be able to stand there without falling through, but not quite visible. Okay. And then when you've got it to just how you want it, at the crossover point, you're going to just make a little dent. Now I've used my nails. You can.
So you're going straight with it then?
I'm just going to go straight, because these are the bits of the bale. So you're going to make sure that they're sticking up like so. So you'll end up with a little loop that just fits behind the cab like that. I've done one that's a bit, that I've taken a bit more time with. So it'll just sit like so. So you can't actually see. You can see a little bit of the edge of the wire, but it's going to sit there quite nicely.
It's not taking anything away from the cab.
It's not falling through. Is the important thing. Now what you want to do is get another little bit of wire.
And the same gauge?
Yeah, we're both going to do the 1 mil for this. For the rings, I've used the 0.8, and there's a mixture of 0.8 and 1 mil in the necklace.
Righto.
So for this one, I took it around the edge of the end of my, what am I looking for? Ring mandrel, that's it.
Or
so
a nail varnish would be fine.
You could do that, but so it just sits in, so you have a little bit of a gap around the edge. We'll put that one to one side for a moment. It's just easier to do it before you've netted it in. So now what you want to do is take some 0.4, and I would suggest using about 1 metre for this. So if I've just cut some off, and what you're going to do first of all is to attach it to your base. So you can see I've got a bit of a loop that I'm, a tail that I'm just holding with my one hand, and I'm just going to attach it 3 times around at the join at the top. And then what we're going to do is actually weave that closed. So, and I'm going to use, I'm going to come, because the wire's on top,
that'll make it tiny bit smaller as well, so that's what you want to.
That's it, so I'm just pulling it close, yeah. So I'm going to go under and over, like so. It's like a little bit of an hourglass weave. I'm just going to do it twice, because I don't want to take up too much space because the bail will come up above that afterwards. So we're going to go under and over, just trying not to kink the wire, and then go all the way around. Now what you want to make sure that when you start your weave, your wire is on the inside of the frame. Now you can see if I was to pull that round, my wire would be on the outside, but I want the wire, so I've turned it over, starting on the inside of the frame, and this is the most important thing. Your wire has to be coming up through the middle of that frame. So what you're going to do now is to take the end of your wire, you're going to push it up through the frame, like so, and you're pulling it, but you're pulling it so that the wire, the end of the wire is not on the further part, it's back towards you. So you're going to start pulling it carefully, and you're going to make a small little loop, like so. Don't pull it too tight, so if I turn that over you can see, there's a, if I put my hand behind it, you can see there's a little loop. And then you're going to continue going around the frame, making little loops. Don't pull them too tight. You want to keep them fairly even. I'll move my finger out the way in a second. You want to keep them fairly even, but you don't want them really, really, really tight. And the smaller they are now, the smaller the second row will be, so you don't want them too small. So I'm just going to keep going around till I get to the beginning again. So, and that's all, I'm just making little tiny loops as I go.
So Viking weaving all the way
just
around.
Kind of, yeah, just making a little loop.
But without your lazy daisy.
Yeah.
And this kind of Viking weave you can handle, can you?
This kind of one, yeah, because it's netting. It's not. It's
not the same.
It's not quite the
same, but different.
But it's not doing a massive long chain of it, is it?
No.
That's the difference. Right. That's the difference. So keep going.
Your jewellery kit is on your screen right now. We've only got 4 of those left, so if you want them, you have to check it. I've got loads of unchecked baskets. I'm going to give you some more wire and a cuff while Sam is doing this. Have you got these? This sort of thing you'd have.
I love those. They're beautiful. They're nice on their own, though.
I love the yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'd just wear that out with white shirt, jeans, but pair of heels.
Did you see what Alison Terry did when she had one of those?
No.
She pierced a hole in both sides, put a bit of wire through, and then put stones across it, and they just sat in that thing, and they look beautiful.
Fair play. She's good. She is.
She is good.
Value for money, Alison Terry.
She is very good.
And she lets you stay at her house.
She does.
For free?
Yeah.
Did you have to take cake?
No, I didn't. No.
Did you take wine?
I didn't take anything.
You never took wine?
No, I took myself.
Don't be coming to my house.
I took myself, that's all she needs.
You didn't take wine?
I didn't take wine, no. I'm naughty.
You're a terrible guest. My friend doesn't even come round from the next street along without wine.
Aww.
What are you thinking?
Well, yeah.
Did you take her out to dinner? Nothing?
No, my husband went out and got wine, so that's okay.
That's fine. Oh, did your husband go as well?
Yeah, we went.
Oh,
yeah,
couples retreat, was it?
Yeah, because he gets on really well with her husband. So John.
Oh,
so the boys get to play. Yeah, no. And she's got a hot tub.
They were all in the hot tub. I ain't saying nothing. I hope there wasn't Pampers grass. Now have a look at what I've got for you. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful contemporary design. It made us think of Alison Terry and hot tubs going on. Look at that. I'm going around her house. Look at that. I love that, just on its own.
Yes,
Pierce it, put gemstones inside it. You can open it. Actually, it's quite... Now I've stretched it open, you can make it much wider, because I just thought, oh, I love that colour. What is that? What is it on copper? Oxidised copper? Is that what it is?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
It looks like oxidised copper.
Antique gold.
Yeah, I really love the finish of that. That's a gorgeous colour. And if you look at the edges, they're really coppery. So I'd say I'd say it looks like oxidised. Oh, it's on brass actually. Oh, it's smooth. Have you felt these?
They are. They look
really
good.
Smooth. And then I'm going to give you wire. That looks like 0.4. Oh, it's
Not
0.25.
0.25. You can usually tell because it doesn't have it. I don't know why they don't
They
write
haven't written it on
2.5
there.
They don't write
I know,
on the
oh,
2.5, but they write it on every other one.
Oh yeah, because that's why I didn't know what it
why.
was.
Yeah.
So you've got your 0.25 wire in the same colour, and actually, if you are going to pierce these and weave in and out of it, it's a great gauge to have, isn't it? You could get your hole punch and just pierce all the way through it, or your Dremel, and weave, go in, out with whatever. I love it. As Phil's just said, this will be a sellout, Jen. VSG. C56 is your item code. $4.95. Are these kinds of things
With
easy
the
to get
wire,
hold
but the
of?
wires, yeah.
But the wire's $4.95.
I don't know, I think so.
Is the wire $4.95 on the
close.
website,
What?
Phil?
Well, it used to be, I don't know. They dropped the
He's
price.
told us to stop saying that because it'll get him in trouble.
Okay.
Okay, get this quick, please. Make sure you're very quick. VSG C56 is your item code, £4.95. We're very, very busy today. It is so luscious to have your company here today at Jewellery Maker. We love you. We're having the bants with the gorgeous Sammi Wirebender Fletcher, and of course, Alison Tarry was on earlier, Angela Edwards was on earlier. It's just such a great day. And you know what? Claire's on later on. It's a brilliant day to shop with us here. What a Saturday!
I know, that's amazing.
What a lineup! It is amazing. It's like a brilliant festival lineup.
It is. Oh, that's really nice.
We're having a bit of a festival here. We're having a garden party with a marquee and everything.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course we are. It's like, are we?
I might come.
Was that the 1st of July?
1st of July,
Yeah.
I think it is. I might be here. I might.
I might pop up.
Now, let's see.
Right.
Where are we now, my
So
darling?
we've gone all the way around the bottom row. You know, so you've gone all the way around the frame. So all you're going to do is you'll be treating the second row like the bottom row.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the wire through the loop. Now we're not taking it across the crossover. We're taking it actually through the first loop of the second row, and I'm just going to take that and gently pull it. And at this point we're going to add the cab, but I want to get that first one of the top row in first because it's a lot easier to do.
Okay.
With it here, I know we're working with a small cab.
That's a nice crown for it to sit into.
It is. So you can
so if
see
you pull it, will it go tighter around?
it will. Now you're going to start just gently pushing them up around the stone, but as you hold it there, you can see you'll be able to see the edge of the stone while I do this. If I turn it, I'm going to go through the next loop and just carefully pull it. You see I'm working with far too much wire, and as you pull it, it starts tightening everything up.
Yeah, so it starts like when you're knitting or sewing, and it just comes
and you can
together.
see that I often you can see I'm pulling the wire away.
So you're using your other finger
to hold the wire away. It's just about ways of stopping it tangling. So that's all you do. So I'm just pulling each loop. So if I turn that back over now, I can hold it like so. I'm going to pull each loop quite firmly now, and I told you the first row you don't, the second row you do. If you might need to do a third row, at which point if you do the third row, that's the point where you pull it tight. It depends on the depth of your cabochon, but these are nice and small.
You can judge that from your second row, can you?
You can judge that from the second row, yeah. So I'm just going to pull that firmly, and it's already, if I let go, it would already practically stay there, probably when I get the next one though. And I'm just going to pull that quite firm. This is one of those techniques that once you get it, it's a bit of a light bulb moment. And I have a step-by-step photo guide how to do it, which I will put on my Guest Designer Facebook page afterwards as well, just in case you're not catching it so easily on the camera. It's not the easiest thing to catch. And then I'll show you, but I often get, because that one doesn't show you how to do the bail as well, whereas this one does. All I'm doing is going through each loop now. I'm pulling it firmly. And we're nearly back at the beginning. I've got one more to do, and then we're back up at the top. And this is not the easiest angle to do it at, as you can appreciate. So there we go. We're nearly there. One more. So don't be frightened. If you can do this around a big cab, you can do it around a small cab. So don't be frightened off just because the cabochons are small. I love this way of setting a cab. You see, that's in there firmly. You turn that over, that's going nowhere. Do you see? All perfectly firm.
Totally caged in there, isn't it?
Now you're back at the top. What you do to finish it off is poke the wire behind. This is going to be quite difficult to catch. You poke the wire behind the top layer and then bring it on down through the top layer. Push it quite firmly, and then you're going to take it inside the frame and around the frame to finish. But what I'm going to do is, because I've got a lot of wire left, I'm going to leave that because I will use it in a moment. I will tighten it off, but I'll use it in a moment when we're adding the next bit of the frame for the bail. Okay, so I'll just tighten that off like so. And now you just start weaving your bail at this point. So I'm going to pick up the next piece. You could potentially use that to start the bail, but because your wire starts further down, you'll see this when you finish, you're probably going to want to add another one up here. So I'm going to take another piece of 0.4, if I can remember where I put it, undo that, and I'm going to start weaving the bail.
I've got a brand new hole puncher here.
Ooh.
And the kit I think is just about sold out, so I'm going to... there's 2 kits left and I've got more than that unchecked baskets. Have we seen this hole puncher before, have we?
It's good.
I'm going to just... Now, what I'm doing is seeing whether you can put the holes in the... and you can.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know whether brass would be more difficult, but it's not, is it? I'm showing you the holes because I want to show you the hole sizes. This isn't a hole size that I've got. But, wow, so I need it. Sorry,
oh, that's good.
So you've got these 2 different hole sizes. And I'm going to give to you that, so you've got the 4mm hole and the 3.2. I've just made those holes really easy. Now, can I just say to you, this sells out so much. Do you use yours a lot, Sammi?
Yeah, I always have them in the pockets of my bag. I use mine a lot, indeed.
It's easy to use.
Yeah,
you
really,
just literally
you just screw it. Yeah.
Unscrew it, screw it down, and it pushes through your metal. You slot your metal into there. You saw how I did it with the bangle. At £8.95, it's never been lower than that. Never been lower than £8.95. Are you ready? And I'm going to tell you something. This sells out all the time.
It does.
I don't know why Philip's doing this. He is going to get into trouble. I don't know what's going on. £4.95. Why would you? Why? Just is. Oh,
just because
QG. What? He's mad.
Yes, I know. It's fine. It's not your problem. You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. You're right. I should stop it. I should just get on with it. £4.95 for a hole puncher. That is. You need this. It literally goes out of stock straight away. And I think there's so many. You can use this on leather as well. I've used it on leather.
You can use it on all sorts of things. The fact that it's gone through brass just shows how sturdy it is, because brass is harder to pierce than a copper. So it's good for copper sheet. Yeah, it's good for copper sheet. It's good for silver sheet, which we're doing more of here, which is brilliant. And we had some on this morning.
Stirrup leathers.
Yes, so it's good. Yes, stirrup leathers.
Do you know, because I have got a hole punch with the stirrup leathers, and you have to really go. This, screw it, goes straight through. So if you do need it for things like stirrup leathers or doing up anything like flash bands or anything, if you've got horses, this is perfect for that. Or belts. Or anything like that that's
awesome.
Leather.
Yes.
You could do that, couldn't you? RQGX07 is your item code. £4.95 is your price tag. Brilliant price. Loads of you are in for this one. Make sure. Helen is in Brittany. It's nice and sunny in Brittany today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good, because they've had an awful lot of rain, haven't they?
No, not last week. It was all right. My friend was there, Melody.
Oh, they're flooding in Paris, but I don't know where that is.
Yeah,
in
but they were all right in Brittany. Apparently.
Okay.
We were all right.
My geography's not my strong
Brittany
point.
is right. So this is France. This is so for us. Brittany is here.
Okay.
Paris is here, isn't it?
Ah.
Geography with Jenny.
There
What happened yesterday? I didn't know that Holland was in the Netherlands. I was like, what?
What? Did you not know they're the same place?
No, didn't know.
Wow.
I thought the Netherlands was where's Iceland or something?
It's fine, because I thought Birkenhead was down by Felixstowe.
Birkenhead?
No, completely wrong end of the country.
That's all right, isn't it? I don't know where I don't know.
It was only when we went to Addison's and we saw a sign for it, and I thought, oh, it's not up here, is it? Andy's
what, Birkie?
Yeah.
Is it near? Is it near?
It's near Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's why she talks like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
Yeah. So she's got kind of weird.
She's got a really weird accent, like
it's
Welsh,
kind of Liverpool Welsh,
but Liverpudlian Welsh. Yeah, it's very confusing. Now,
right. So you've done your netting around the cabochon, and you're just holding your outer bit. Now, all I've done is attach the 0.4 to the outer frame, and I'm holding it in there. You can see there's a little bit of a gap, so I'm holding it next to the other bits that are going to make the bail, and I'm just going to take the wire all the way around the 2 outer wires together, like so, and then it's going to come up. I've gone round twice. It's going to come up, and then it's going to go around the other side, and I'm going to pull that really firmly. This is the secret. Get each wrap very, very, very tight is the secret to getting a very, very neat weave. So taking it around both of those, and I'm now just kind of firming the wires together, and then I'm going to go up and over. So you're doing an hourglass weave, but you're taking it around 2 wires each side.
Right.
So you can see it's quite quick to build that up, but don't worry about speed when you're just learning. Speed comes with practice. So what you want to do then, when you've started doing this, put a little bit of a bend about 1 centimetre up, like so, and this is where the bail starts to take shape, and then a further centimetre down, put it back straight so you can get your wire through. So you have like a diamond shape, and then you just keep weaving hourglass weave over and under for about, well, until you get to that bit there, and I've got one that I've done. So you're not going to watch me
One you've done
doing
earlier?
That. One that I've done earlier with wires everywhere. So you can see what I mean when I'm talking about here. I've done a slightly shallower diamond shape there, but that's not a problem. At this point, you've still got your weaving wire that you used for the cabochon.
Right. So, and you never cut your tails till the very end, do you?
I don't often, unless I've got masses of them and I need to get rid of some. Now, at this point, you can take that weaving wire up through in between the 2 frames, and then slide a bead on and shove a little decorative bead on the end there. Shove. Just place one perfectly. And then just continue.
Get on there!
Continue just going round and round and round that frame, and then just adding a bead as you want to. I did a little tiny spinel, and then I did pyrite round the bottom. So it's up to you what you want to fill that with. You could fill it with an hourglass weave all the way round, but that's going to take you a while, and it's easier to fill it with beads. So
don't make your life difficult
I do
no
that
actual
often.
reason.
I do like to do that. I do
make your own life difficult? Me too.
But to do that
day.
weave and stuff, but it is nice. It's just easier. So I'm just going to trim that now and get rid of that, because we're going to pretend that I've put all the beads in. Now the bail, you just gently fold it at the point in the middle where it makes the diamond. So you can fold this using your thumb. You can do it using baling pliers if that's what you prefer, and you have just wrapped 2 1 mils together, so it is going to be quite firm. So you can see I'm just pulling that up, and I'll stop, and you can see I've just literally bent that over in the middle and made a bail. In order to secure it, I just made 2 loops each side and then wove a stone onto the 2 loops. But you've still got this wire here, and that is because what you're going to do is actually take it around one of the sides, carefully take it across. Now if you've got your accent bead, that'll go behind it. If you haven't put your accent bead on, you can do it now with this wire, and then take it around there. It will be hidden by the bead, and that just stops it from moving.
Gives it that nice rigidity.
Anyway, because you've already got, you know, 2 1 mil wires. And then you just take your bailers or your round nose pliers, make a little loop. If you prefer to finish it with a spiral, finish it with a spiral, but you can make a loop. And because these ends are lovely and long, you can take a really good grip of them while you're bending it round. And she said, I just let go. That was really good. Right, so you'd make them both the same size on each side. And then because you've got a really long bit, I prefer to make a loop with a really, really long bit, because you can choose, you can get your pliers in there and you get a proper round. Now if you'd have trimmed that down beforehand, I've just pinged that across the floor, if you'd have trimmed that beforehand,
you wouldn't have got the shape.
You wouldn't have got the shape quite as well. You kind of finish it off a lot better by doing it that way. And then just do the same with the other 3.
Perfect.
And you're done.
I've got the most delicious star buy for you, and Sammi's going to help me with this star buy. We're going to do it from here, brand new, never seen before, the most amazing cabochons. I'll see you for your next star buy. I've got some striking cabochons. I really want to make a belt out of that one.
That would look lovely.
Look amazing, wouldn't it? A belt buckle. Look at what I've got for you. A malachite and polymer composite cabochon in an oval and in a rectangle. These are, is that a square or a rectangle? Absolutely love this with copper wire. Oh.
Oh yeah.
They'd be lush, wouldn't they?
I think copper works so well with malachite. Well, it's copper ore, isn't it?
You can see like the sparkles inside this, and then if I turn it over, look.
Oh.
Don't know which side I like the most. I love them both. Well, that one's got loads and loads of malachite in it, hasn't it? What would you do with these? How would I put this into jewellery, Sammi?
Well, the netting we just did would be perfect, but they're also quite shallow, so they're very good for prong setting. They're really good for a soutache as well. But I would definitely net those. Just keep it to a minimum. And
in the way that we've just done?
In the way that we've just done, definitely.
And put it into a pendant?
Yeah, I'd like to do a pendant and a cuff with those.
So a cuff bracelet, a pendant.
Because a cuff you can see it all the time because there's so much detail in it.
But and it sparkles.
It's one of those that you'd want to be feeling. So it's nice to have one that you can feel on your neckline.
I have a feel of these as well. They feel great.
Oh, they do. They feel really well polished. You know when something feels beautifully polished?
Yeah, really smooth.
As opposed to some of them don't feel like that, do they?
This one does. I love the patterns that you're getting from these as well. And we've had 2 different colourways and gemstone ways of these. I've not seen the malachite one yet. You know green's my favourite. This is really Christmassy as well. Be amazing on an elaborate candle or on a goblet or something like that. I think these would look really great with sheet metal enveloping these too.
They would. I mean, Gemma Crow does a course for copper sheet metal.
Bare copper sheet metal.
Yeah, I would definitely go on that because that would look amazing if you do the
in
cuffs
a cuff,
in the cuffs that she does on there. Yeah,
yeah, and she folds it over them, doesn't like
and
little
it's quite
triangles.
A simple thing to do.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's quite a simple thing to do, but it's so you'll be able to master that in a day with her. So. Perfect.
Definitely get yourself booked into Gemma Crow's course then. I love these 2. You're guaranteed 100 carats and they're malachite polymer composites. And you have got to be quick if you want yours because we've only got try-me quantities of these. We've only got 63, only 63 have ever been made at £14.95. For a guaranteed 100 carats, you have got such a great amount of detail for such a small price tag. So you know what? You know that the average price is $12.95 for a cabochon if you go into a certain craft store. You know the ones that are. Oh, you haven't got one in Cheltenham, that craft store, have you?
We had, yeah.
Bobby Shaft.
Yeah, in the Gallagher retail park.
What is there a new one? Is that
There's
that's
a big
new,
one
isn't
there
it?
in the Gallagher. No, was it Kingswich? Well, the big one. The big one where the gold notch is. It's
I know what
the
you mean.
next
Never
one
knew
over.
there was.
It's the next
never
one
knew
over.
that was there.
It's the next retail park
I know,
over.
yeah.
It's one
Yeah.
there.
Never knew. Really?
Yeah, I went in there and it was just ridiculous price.
Might go in there tomorrow and have a look.
Yeah.
£14.95, IKN V45, 100 carats in total is what you're getting. Suzanne, you've got yours. Jacqueline, Isabel's got 2. Suze, Vivienne, Christine, Julia in Kent, Collector in Northumberland has 2. Corolla, Leslie, Edwina, Collector in Staffordshire, you're all there. All the greats are there at £14.95. Now the kit I think has pretty much gone and sold out. I don't think there's any of those left. We've sold out of quite a lot of things. What about the hole puncher? Is that sold out? $4.95. I had a tiny amount left. Tiny amount left. They were only $4.95, so those should sell out in any second. So if you were wanting those, you need to make sure you check out baskets. We want your text messages. We want to know what you're up to today on this gorgeous Saturday. Is it a nice day outside? It's a nice day outside, is it? It wasn't earlier, was it, Sammi?
It wasn't. It's supposed to be lovely tomorrow, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm working.
Oh.
Serzi in Cheshire, I'm going to look at you over there. Has Sammi done a DVD? Really need one. Really stunning designs, incredible yet elegant and not fussy, very talented lady.
Thank you very much. I haven't
Why?
done a DVD. We're waiting for it's the filming times because I've not very well.
We're waiting for a new studio, aren't we?
Because I've got a few neurological disorders. I'm collecting them now. So I can't actually film. I know I can't film first thing in the morning. I just can't. I'm not well enough.
I'm not good in the mornings.
I'm not good. I'd have to talk to people before.
You'd be better off at midnight, wouldn't you?
I would be better off in later on, but we don't do them later on anymore. And it's just like, so we're waiting for the second studio, so I'll be able to then do it.
So it's in the pipeline,
It is. It's been in the
give you all the
pipeline for
gossip
ages.
here.
We do. Yeah.
We do. There'll be all sorts of Sammi pipeline stuff. This is from Nalini in Hearts, who says, "Hi, I'm completely new to jewellery making. I love the wire weaving for pendants and rings. What would you suggest I buy to learning this process?"
Well, if you're just starting out, you basically need a pair of cutters.
Pair of cutters.
A pair of round nose pliers. your thicker gauge wires when you're learning to weave. So you'll want at least a 1 mil to start with, to practice on. If you can get a 1.25, which we do, a 1.5 or a 2 in the bag, copper, then use those and start with 2 thick pieces of wire and weave in between them with a 0.4. Just while you're getting used to...
Figure of 8, number 8.
Yeah, do the number 8. Or
number 8.
Basically, any weave is just a decorative way of joining 2 wires together. So there's no right and there's no wrong.
You could do 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down.
Or you can just go round and round and round and round and round, and for 10, and then join both wires together twice, and then do 10, and that looks really good. So there are so many different weaves, but it's basically all made up in people's heads, so it's entirely up to you how you do it. But definitely start with a thicker gauge wire as your baseline, because that way when you're pulling your weaving wire, you're not going to distort the frame, and it's really important that you get used to not distorting the frame.
Okay.
So first of all, with a thick gauge wire, just practice your weaving, and then sort of go from there. Once you've got the weave down, then you can work more on tensions and things like that. So yeah, it works quite well.
You know what, we have so many DVDs as well. If you haven't picked one up, go onto our website, grab our Wirework DVDs for beginners. Also, if you've shopped with us here before at Jewellery Maker, you should have had a free DVD, a tutorial DVD that shows you the basics. And you know, I started off when I first did wireworking, just literally getting my round nose pliers and making spirals and then cutting it. Or then, and what else did I do? I did make a loop with your round nose pliers, then get your flat nose pliers and make a spiral like that, so it's like a snail. Yeah. So you can either do a coil or a snail, and just getting used to the feel of the wire.
It's really important, because some of the wires are harder than others. You might get a 1 mil that's really hard, and you might get another 1 mil that's quite soft.
Yeah.
So it's just, find something with a decent hard tension to start with, just so you're getting used to the weaving, and just practice with the different feels of wire. That's all you can do, and it is just practice.
Practice makes perfect. I'm leaving you there to get on with your challenge now. Been told I've got to move. Thanks, Nalini. And you're in Hearts, which is where I live. So just come round my house, we'll have a little sesh. Now, I have got for you a gorgeous sterling silver clasp. Sammi and I were talking about sterling silver earlier. Now, I gave you, when I was in the last hour, a sterling silver and diamond clasp in a heart, and I think it sold out. This is absolutely beautiful, and I love the fact that you've got a diamond heart. And we're going to give you a ridiculously low price tag on this. Have a look what I got for you. So you've got a little diamond there, and you've got a little diamond there, and you've got, I would actually have this as a normal pendant on the front, both of them. They'd be my pendant on the front of a sterling silver. Do you know what I would do? It would be a sterling silver chainmail necklace, and this would be at the front. FWP K38, you've got solid sterling silver, you've got 2 gorgeous round brilliant cut diamonds, and these aren't $24.95, are they, Phil? They should have been $17.95, which is a very low price tag. We're not doing that, says Phil. £11.95 is your price tag for diamonds and for sterling silver. FWP K38, unbelievable value. That is ridiculous. £11.95 for sterling silver and diamonds. Just get it. I can't believe that. That is a lower price tag than the one I gave you earlier. Wow. It's a different one, a completely different one. And the other one was a heart, and it had more diamonds on it. So if you wanted that and you thought, oh, I can't quite stretch it to that, this is the one. Get this one. Will you ever buy diamonds and so? Will you ever buy diamonds for £11.95? It's crazy.
No, but you could buy 2 and make a pair of cufflinks for your other half. A really beautiful pair of cufflinks.
Oh my gosh!
Shouldn't you?
You've got such amazing value. You've got such prestigious gemstones. You've got your diamond here. That little sparkly diamond there, and you've got another diamond here, and they're both in the heart design that is on the sterling silver, £11.95. Make sure you are checking out baskets. We're super busy today. Well, we've had the, we've had the celebs in. We've had Lady Tarry and we've had Lady Wirebender. Well, Lady Bender, as I called her earlier. And later on, we've got Claire and we've had Angela. It's actual designer royalty that's going on today, this Saturday. Wowzers. So I love today. Have a look at these. Make sure you are getting involved with us here at Jewellery Maker. We've got Malachite deal of the day coming up for you after the break. We've loved our Malachite today. So many of you sending in messages of love for Sammi because you loved her designs. We all did. We all did. Fantastic. You know what? We've got loads of deals coming up for you after the break. Some of the incredible price drops coming up for you. We've got colourful gemstones. We've also got some precious gemstones for you. £11.95. Look at what you're getting. Let me show you your deal of the day, because it's a bit specialer. We never used to be able to get malachite. I put that on there earlier, sorry. It was just to, because I had some crimp bead covers. I jazzed it up a bit. Just thought I would, just because I can. Just because I can. £11.95 is your price tag, not for this malachite, of course, but for the diamonds and silver. We're going to go to, that's your deal of the day there. We're going to go to a quick break, after which, the bants are going to continue, so stick with us here at Jewellery Maker, the bants. We are the banterati here today, so we're going to go to a break. We will see you on the other side of this.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people.
Your deal of the day today is the most amazing strand of malachite. Rich, powerful colour. I love it. I'm going to put it around my neck. That's what I do with things I love. Have a look at what I've got for you. Doo-doo-doo. I look kind of Christmassy now, don't I?
You do, very red green. Beautiful.
Oh, I haven't taken the ribbon off my dress. Sorry, everyone. Oh, look at that colour. I love it. I love Now, you've been working with malachite, Sammi Wirebender.
Yep.
So, talk to me. You had the cabochons.
Yep.
What about the rounds?
I love the rounds as well. I think one of the first genuine gemstones I bought was malachite.
Why?
From here. Why? Because it's gorgeous. Because I love anything, as everybody knows, that's natural and comes out looking different. So you have the lovely like striations and everything, and the bloom that you get in there. I just love a gemstone that tells a story. And it was, yeah, it's beautiful.
It's got that banding on it, so it goes through all the different shades of green, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really rich. You're not looking at a gemstone that gives you clarity here, you're looking at a gemstone that gives you power. And there's loads of myth and legend behind malachite, and it's a gemstone that's loved by the royal family as well. Have a look at what Anne has made from this. This is so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. It's one to protect you from sorcery and black magic, you know.
Ooh, that's really good.
I often think people have put curses on me. No, I really do. How do you find out if someone's put a curse on you?
I don't actually know that.
Because I need to know, because I want it reversed. Do you not ever think that? I always think it. Well, maybe you're a lucky kind of girl.
Mind you, having said that, if you wake up and there's cats all over your lawn,
I did do that.
No, and there's ducks flying over your house, and there's mushrooms all over your garden. I can see why you might think that.
It's not just that. It's like crazy things. Like accidents happen to me all the time. Like if someone's going to drop a ton. Oh, this has happened to me. Driving through Winchcombe, big truck full of bricks. Turned a corner, they all fell on my car. Like that kind of thing. So someone definitely has put some kind of curse on me, I reckon.
Or maybe they're looking after you because these things don't actually kill you.
It could be. I reckon maybe there's like good fairy, bad fairy. One's like bricks, the other one's like no. 17 left of our deal of the day. We had, how many did we start with? Oh, we only had 150.
Wow.
£29.95 UTK Y46. Your malachite rounds. The rarity of malachite is one thing to definitely think about. And you know something, it's been used in jewellery since 4000 BC.
No. It's amazing. You can't really accuse anyone of nicking your designs when the jewellery's been going on for that long, can you?
Indeed, yes. You're like, no, Caesar used this in his designs. 29, and before that it was, I don't know, a disciple. £29.90, trying to think of something. No, it's BC, that's before Christ.
Yeah.
There were no disciples then, were there? Oh yeah, it was used by Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, the colour is pure. The colour is strong. It goes so well with golds. If you want to make a summary piece, use silvers. Why wouldn't you? You would, wouldn't you? $29.95. I've got so many unchecked baskets. You must check out your baskets. Don't forget to keep texting us here today at Jewellery Maker because we absolutely love getting your texts. What are you having for dinner tonight? Are you having a barbecue? Is it fish and chips Saturday for you? Are you getting a takeaway?
I'm probably just getting a ready meal, knowing my husband. Depends if he can be bothered to cook.
But then he might get a takeaway, mightn't he?
No, he won't do a takeaway.
Too tight?
Oh, he might do. I don't know. It's early in the month. Who knows?
Yeah, he might then.
He might do.
Not run out of money yet.
I'm not going to knock the fact that he isn't going to cook because I don't know. He's having a midlife crisis at the moment. So he's lost 4 stone. He's got a 6-pack. And he looks really
play.
good.
Don't argue with him, then.
I'm like, that's fine, whatever, just take your shirt off.
Yeah. That's why Alison Tarry's asking you to go out there and get in the hot tub. Now we know why. Oh, bring your hot husband. £42.95, 15 chances at UTK. $29.90. Where did I get what? $42.95, is that what I said? Oh no, I'm going mad. It's happened. Why did I say that? I was reading it.
I put you off, that's what it was.
Put me off my stroke there. It's because they're so loud in my ear. It's not anything to do with that. I'm turning you down. Text message coming in. Oh, I know, because UTKY46, so I probably said 46.95, did I? Vivette in Surrey. Hi, fabulous ladies. Sammi is so inspirational. All housework ceased. Bank account empty. Since I found Jewellery Maker, yeah, pretty much. No food in cupboard. Pretty much, I'm with you on that. Go into the garden and see what you can eat. I've got rosemary and chives, so I could eat a handful of chives.
I've got loads of rosemary as well.
You can't just survive off rosemary. Margaret says, what is Sammi's husband's slimming secret, please?
Going to the gym, basically. He eats like sardines and salad every day at lunchtime, and he works
every day.
He goes to the gym 4 times a week, and he's running. He's doing a half marathon soon and stuff. But yeah,
crikey.
Yeah, that's it. He's just working out and eating healthily. That's all it is.
Wow. My boyfriend looks like a tadpole because he's big at the top and really skinny at the bottom.
You find that a lot, actually, because a lot of guys just work out on the upper body, and then they forget the legs. But because my husband,
I think it's just the way he's made.
To work
oh yeah, he cycles, yeah,
as well. So yes.
Now, that's going to sell out. I've got loads of gemstones to bring to you. Can I do these little sparklers? Because I had these earlier and I love these. I really like them together, and I'm looming these. Love the colours. I'm a flaming lunatic. Don't you love them? Love them together.
Yeah, they're really fresh, aren't they? They're just
beautiful.
Really good fun.
So sparkly.
Yeah. Again, they're really nice as accents as well, or on their own.
I love them together, yeah, but you're right, individually. If you had a strand like this, you could put any one of those, or you could put this one here, this one here, this one here, then start again, this one here. You know how to do it. But, you know, it works, doesn't it? It's something that's going to look fab as a beady bead, this is. It's something that's going to look fab, actually, all together like that. Now, if you do beaded kumihimo, the braiding technique, but kumihimo, then this is how it's going to come out. Look at that.
That's pretty. And that's really simple, isn't that pretty?
Really simple. Do you do the braiding technique that is kumihimo?
I do. I do it very often because I'm so snowed under with wire commissions at the moment that I don't get a chance to, but I love kumihimo.
And me, I love it.
It's really therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like pearl knotting, it's just like, yeah, so therapeutic.
My niece Mina does it and she's great at it.
Yeah. It's really good. My daughter does it actually, May does it too.
She's not cheating because she's Japanese, how dare you? She is Japanese, yes, but it doesn't. You can't do this because it's a cheat. 795, she's naturally very good at stuff like that. And actually, she's one of the only kids I've ever talked to, and she's understood every single word immediately of what I've said. She's like, yeah. And you think this kid's not listening. She goes away, does exactly what you've just said.
Oh, cool. That's good.
I know.
It's not often they do what you tell them, is it?
Never. You're getting 3 gorgeous strands for £7.95. UCG C47 is your item code. I love these colours together. I think they're really summery. And we're having a friendship day, and I think these would be great. I can't remember what day friendship day is. I think it's Wednesday. With Mark Smith, and he's going to be doing loads of friendship bracelets. He's one of our designers here. He's going to be doing loads of friendship bracelet designs, and I think it's going to be incorporated really well. Lots of you multi-buying at this price. Rachel in New York, and like Sammi said, you know, when those jewellery makers from America are coming in. Now, USA is probably the biggest craft following in the whole wide world. Yeah. And it's not a little country, is it? They love craft out there. So you've got to think, surely to goodness, if they have the biggest crafting, the biggest network of crafters is in the USA, surely they'd be able to get things cheaper because there's more of them buying it. So when you see somebody like Rachel or somebody like Missy, Missy, then you've got to think, there's got to be a reason for this. I mean, globally,
they're very canny shoppers as well, the Americans.
Yeah, they are.
They are very canny shoppers.
Yeah, they are.
You do know if they're coming in for it, that it's a particularly good deal.
And anyone that goes to America knows the shopping there is fantastic. fantastic.
Is it? I've never been. I want to go.
Well, you can't. You've got too many children. Think of the cost of it. You're never going anywhere else
I didn't
again.
say I was taking them.
We have to wait then.
Well, no, because my oldest is 25, so he's, you know, I've got a 25-year-old. He can babysit.
You can pay.
He can
I
pay,
can't wait for Mia to pay for
James,
stuff.
You're paying.
He will get. He'll start getting a job now and being like, "Come on, we're going here." My brother took us all on holiday last year. Brilliant.
Oh, that's lovely.
Sort to Italy. Now, are these going together or are they separate? Right, they're together. You're getting 2 strands of sapphire together.
Wow.
Right, let me tell you. Rough cut. This one is more ruby than sapphire actually. Pink sapphire and ruby. I want you to look at this. I want you to think about rustic designs. I want you to think about putting these into your resins. I want you to think about putting these with your pressed flowers in your resins and really centering on that Mother Nature genre in your jewellery. I think these are going to look outstanding bunched together. I think they are very Maid Marian-esque in the fact that these are kind of floral garland-esque, and I think these are going to work very well in tiara twists. These are going to look beautiful if you put them with the tiny seedy pearls. You can instantly tell that these are fab. Now I think these are going to be so popular because why are we jewellery makers? Because we're jewellery makers, I think, because we don't find what we want in the high street, in high street retailers or high street jewellers. And we don't find strands like this in the jewellers or in the high street shops. And this kind of strand epitomises, I think, everything that is Jewellery Maker, because we're giving you a very high-end gemstone here. We're giving it in a form that is organic. And I think that these are the exact reasons we are jewellery making. We're going to give you such a special price tag on these two. I'm not just giving you the one strand. I'm giving you the deep blue sapphire as well. Now let me just think about chaps jewellery also. Let's think about the groom. Let's think about somebody like Mark Smith. Let's think about putting, again, I really want to put these with resin. I would love to make a domed resin cufflink with blue sapphires. For the chaps, cufflinks are big sellers because we as ladies go out and we buy all these things and we think, oh, I better get my chap something as well. £9.95 for 2 strands of sapphire. These are 100% natural. They've got Mother Nature's facets on them. Again, like I said, I think this is all the reasons we jewellery make are right in front of you right now. Organic jewellery. Look at the textures. We're talking about having something that is going to add wonderful texture. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking Rachel Norris and I'm thinking beachcomber piece. Now, Sammi, I know you're eyeing these up. Tell me why you would have these in your collection.
Because they are so natural.
Exactly.
Everybody likes them because they're kind of really honest. They're like, they haven't been over-processed, highly polished. People are really fascinated by stones that look like they've just come out of the ground. It's all over the catwalk at the minute as well. The big chunk, the sort of chunky look. They're absolutely, absolutely stunning. So people really, really love the fact that they've got these completely natural sapphires and natural rubies, just like they've been found and then put on a necklace.
If you've never used something like this as well, Sammi, look at the price tag. They're £5 a strand for sapphire.
I didn't even look at that.
So this could be a great one, a great way of making a profit. This could also be a try me price tag for these kinds of stones. If you've never presented these to your customers already, and I think we're getting a completely different look with our jewellery here.
Or if you wanted to do something just for yourself or your daughter, rather than even, you know, I mean, you could make a big profit on them if you sold them. But if you're doing like something blue for a wedding for your daughter, You can put maybe just one sapphire in, you wouldn't even need to use them all. But make yourself a little ruby neck bracelet really easily out of those. I wouldn't even add anything to it because they look really lovely, just natural.
I agree with you. I think this makes
look.
such a pretty bracelet like this. And I think if we can make 2 bracelets out of this strand, that's £2.50 for a sapphire bracelet.
It's amazing. I mean, get them do it for Christmas presents.
Exactly, exactly. You've got to be quick. I've got a collector in West Midlands, I've got Philippa in Bristol, I've got Leslie, I've got Lorraine, I've got Samina, I've got Julia, I've got a collector in Greater Manchester, I've got Tracy in Aberdeenshire. There are loads of you there at £9.95. This one will sell out today. Looks like it's gone. Whew. Now, I love that you've got all of that. I love. I'm going to get seedy on you now. Right, in my...
Oh, bless him.
Not creepy, seedy. It's different.
How is it different?
Because I got seedy beads, and I.
Oh, all right then.
Not creepy beads, seedy beads. Oh, look at these. Again, these are for loomers. Aren't they amazing? I love a seedy bead. I love intricate bead weaving. I love the fact that these can go in. Do you know what? If you wanted to, you just alternate them. Little blue gemstone in between each of the blacks, and you've made a colour pop. You can put small next to another small gemstone, and I love that colour. It's so fresh, it's so beautiful, it's so summery, but I'm going to give you the large strand to go with it as well, and you are going to make such a fantastic suite of jewellery with these. Look, you've got 2 strands of 2mm rounds, and you've got the 4mm rounds there as well. So this is a perfect soutache bundle. This is a perfect soutache. Is a wonderful technique that where you use flat braids, and it's reminiscent of the lapels of soldiers back in the day, the French colonel's lapel. These seed beads are going to give you the opportunity to make little delicate beaded pieces go around a cabochon. Sammy's cabochon would look great with these. £6.95 for 3 strands. That is £2 and 32 pence each. Ridiculous. You've got genuine blue quartzite, and there is so much you can do with the smaller gemstones. If you're wire work animaling and need little beads, if you're doing like a lot of wire work pieces that Alison Tarry does, she incorporates little tiny beads even in massive wire work projects.
That's what I do as well, yeah. I mean, we love to do that because it adds a little bit of detail and it helps to draw the eye to where you want it. But what it also does is when you're doing a big piece and you want to add in a wire, you think, well, I can't quite hide, just stick a bead on top of it. Stick a bead on top of it. Nobody ever sees. So it hides it. Yes,
it's the support pant of jewellery making.
It draws the eye. Yes, it is. And everybody needs the support pant.
Oh, I'm wearing them right now, and they're my mum's. I got them out of my mum's drawer.
I love that you're wearing your mum's support pants.
I am. She can't get them on anymore. She's got big. She got stuck in them. So I was like, I'll have them. I never did that, 'cause that's wrong. But I am wearing my mum's pants right now.
Awesome. I
wore a nightie to bed last night. I forgot stuff like that. It's fine.
That's okay. It's good.
Do you not share underwear in your house?
No.
Never?
No. No. Not unless my husband's been stealing mine without me knowing.
We've had an insight to Sammy's husband today.
No, he doesn't steal my underwear.
He doesn't do that. I wear Mia's, my daughter's, and she wears mine all the time. And sometimes Mia's friend will come round, Chloe. She's like my niece, really. And I'll be like, "Are you wearing my knickers?" She's like, "Yeah."
But that's fun because you are all petite, whereas I'm quite wide, and my daughter's very slender. So
comfort pants then for her.
They'd probably fall off, and that's not what I want for my daughter. Sorry.
On another note, Sammy's daughter's now got a pillow over her head going, no! Look at these. I love these. Great big spheres. Ryan just went, oh, I love these. What do you love about these? Ryan, aren't these ace? They're lush, aren't they? Why do you love them, Ryan? It's the colour. The colour. Look at, oh, I like that together. Do you know you could make dragonfly wings with these, couldn't you?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen them?
They're beautiful, aren't they?
I'd like these on wind chimes to look beautiful, and also things like dream catchers.
Yeah, you could do all sorts of things like that as well, not just related to jewellery, but they're beautifully dramatic, and I love a bit of drama. And I know I'm boring again from a business perspective, it's nice to have a dramatic piece on your stall, a few where people's eyes catch them, because they look and they'll think, I've never seen anything like that, and then they'll come and they'll look at everything else. So I don't necessarily want to buy the dramatic piece. I get annoyed when I sell a dramatic piece because I've got to make another one. But because you've got to have them.
That's my display. You're ruining everything.
Yeah, don't buy that. It's my baby. It's just like.
I love it. I love it. We can see how this lady has made so much money. £8.95, one on a long chain. I really like the idea of that.
Yeah, and with that, probably use the champagne gold wire, just to add a little bit around the top and just dangle it, because I love the colour of that wire.
You're a big advocate for the champagne gold wire.
Yes.
I love that you've got a real graduate. Look at that one, perfect graduation. So I'd keep that trilogy and I'd put that into a piece, and then I'd put one into a piece. But I think these are really great for key rings.
Yeah.
Handbag charms, to put with feathers, to put with suede, to put with other textiles. I think these are brilliant for the spiky bracelets like Gemma Crow does. FNP 073, 400 carats. These are 10x5 to 4x10 millimetres, and they are flying out. We are running out of time here at Jewellery Maker. Francis, you've got yours. Lisa, you've got yours. Don't forget, we are live all the way until, is it 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock tonight? It's 10 o'clock tonight. 10 o'clock with Zena Broadbina. With Broadbina, you're with Scotty Too Hottie, Zena Broadbina, and Claire McDonald. It's a very attractive lineup.
It is.
It's a very attractive lineup tonight. It's too attractive almost, like the Beckhams. $8.95 is what you're paying. Oh, these will go together. Look.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
I think I'm going to bring you something now that I think would look amazing on your. You know the power shell we had earlier. You know certain things that just look great on your stand or in your bathroom and things like that, or cha-ching on the light pools. Look at these. This would make a great cha-chinger, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Have you got a good cha-chinger?
I'm not quite sure what a cha-chinger is.
It's this. It's this.
Oh, one of those. No, I don't.
light pole.
No, because every so often I have a really nice one, and then one of the kids breaks, it pulls it off, something like that, and then you end up with a really short pole.
Yeah, it gets shorter and shorter because you have to keep cutting it off.
Because I'm so little, we get into issues at that point. There'll be a point where I can't actually turn my bathroom light.
Just to turn the light on.
I've got a step ladder in the kitchen, and my husband, if he wants to hide something from me, he just puts it in high up in the kitchen.
Takes the ladder away.
Yeah, where I can't get it. Yeah.
Leave my bicycle pumps alone. Have a look. Because these remind me of waves crashing against the rocks. They've got that amazing frosty feeling, that fluffy feeling. Look at them. They're amazing. They're 100% natural. You can tell anyone who's into crystal healing would love these. They feel warm to me.
They go as fast as I get them because they are natural and because people request the natural amethyst like that. That's how they want it, but I do mind, body and spirit events and that kind of thing.
Do you?
Yeah. So it's nice.
I love all of that, you know I do.
They do, but people are really big followers of that, so...
They are, I am. I love it.
It's supposed to be extremely relaxing, and because I get quite anxious, it's nice to have lots of amethyst around. But because people do believe in the crystal healing, sorry, you're making me laugh. Because people believe in it so much, it's really requested in the raw form.
Huh?
So was I that interesting?
No, it was the amethyst. I was so relaxed.
Okay.
I agree with you. And you know what? You know the rock and gem shows that we have quite.
Yes,
we've got like a rock and gem show that goes on near where we live, Sammi.
Yes, we do.
But also, there's a shop upstairs in one of our malls.
Yes.
That is a crystal healing shop.
Yes.
You've seen how expensive it is, isn't it?
Yes, I have.
One of these would be about £15.
I've seen a strand like that on a rock, gem and bead show for over £60. And I was a bit like, how much? You know, you just smile, don't you? You don't
but
say
everyone
anything.
buys it because you know what?
People do.
They're not going looking at the price. They're looking at the spirituality of it.
Yes.
And that's important, actually. I know I was just messing, I'm sorry about, you know, I was messing around there, but it is, it is a gemstone of tranquility. And actually, if you really tune it, and what they do is they energise their stones with a full moon. So I've got a friend whose wife is really into it, and he's like, I can't talk to you, it's a full moon. I've got to go outside and bury these gemstones in the garden. Because they're energized, and so many people believe in this kind of thing, and I think it's very interesting. And I think that actually Sammy's got a point. You could actually sell this on for about 4 times more than what you're buying it for. $14.95 is not the price tag you're paying, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger for you profit-wise. WHIP 042 is your item code, £9.95. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the strand. Now, for me, knowing you like I do, Jewellery Maker, because I've been here for years now, I'd take a look at a strand like this and I'd go, they're going to love that. They're going to love it, and I know you are. Give us a text and let us know. Have you ever been to the spirituality shows? Have you ever sold your jewellery there? Have you ever sold gemstones there? We want to know. We need more information from you. Now, I've got a message from Julia in Kent who says, hey ladies, if you put a piece of amethyst at each corner of your bed, you will sleep like I'm doing it. I wake up about 6 times in the night, do you?
Yeah, I gave a lovely little girl came to my store some amethyst because she was going in a hospital and she was going to be in there for. So I was like, oh, I didn't. She was only 10 and she was going to be in there for a few weeks. So I gave her some amethyst to take with her.
Oh, bless her little heart.
I know, it's so sad, isn't it?
I don't like, things like that I get really like.
So it's lovely for that kind of thing.
Oh, bless her. Oh, is she okay?
I think so. I don't know because I've not seen her since. But you know,
bless her little heart. The kids are so brave, aren't they? They're just so brave.
They're just blasé about it.
They just go and they're just like, yeah, happening. Yeah. They're just so brave. 9 where the parents are behind, like, crushing themselves, can't eat. Ianki, you've got yours. Sally in Yorkshire, you've got 4. Margaret's got 2. Tracy's got 2. Trudy, Julie, Susan, Lola, Maura, Mandy, Kay, Donna, Trudy, Julie, Susan, Collector in Greater London, Oksana, Isabel, Jeannie, and Corolla. You've all got yours. Make sure you are checking out baskets if you love this. It's a great deal. I love that. I think there's so much, you can really go into detail. I mean, there's so much you can do with a strand like that, wasn't there?
There really is, but to be honest, because it's already knotted, I might just be tempted to put a clasp on the back of it and go as is. I love it like that because it's just in its natural form.
I think people want to feel it as well, don't they?
Yeah, and you can. You're not frightened of touching it and just mucking about with it when it's like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not going to break. It's big, chunky
exactly.
pieces. Brand new blue tiger's eye. I know you love a bit of blue tiger's eye. Electric blue. Look at these. These are fab. Get in there. Aren't they? These are almost like kyanite blue, aren't they? Some of them.
Oh, they are, aren't they? With that lovely kind of glow about them.
I've never seen blue tiger's eye like this. It's a real blue black. No, because the normal blue tiger's eye we have. It rounds, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, those are much easier to set into rings and bracelets and things like that because they're flat, so it's nice they sit easier against the wrist.
And you can prong set something like this, can't you?
Or you can faux prong set it as well. You can pretend and have a wire through it.
Oh, that's the best kind when you're starting out, I reckon. I think these are fantastic. Do you know, I do think these, I think you double take and think to yourself, is that kyanite? Is it? I really like these. This is my best strand of tiger's eye. I love the blue blackness of them. Really deep, and you've got that chatoyancy. It's a protective gemstone if you're looking into the myths and legends, said to give you courage as well, and to focus your mind.
I think I need more of that.
Don't eat it, but we could do with eating it. Have a look at this price tag. It's a brand new strand. You've never seen it before. £6.95 for ovals. And these ovals are going to work really well in rosary links on the earrings, doing a necklace. I do gold with these, I think, but I don't think it matters what colour precious metal you're going to use, actually.
No,
just your preference, isn't it?
Yeah, silver or gold would look really, really good.
Yeah, rose gold?
Yeah, rose gold would look lovely, wouldn't it?
I don't think it matters. I think it just feels, it's whatever mood you're in, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the lovely thing. And I could put them with pearls, though. I think the blue and
white
the
pearls?
Yep.
Because of the royal blue and pearls?
Yeah.
6.95, loads of you. Susan, 2 for you. Kay in Cardiff. I love Cardiff, I do. You've got yours. Collector in Cumbria. Anna Marie in Hearts. Maura in County Kildare. Janetta, you've got yours in County Durham. Oh, Dublin, you're in Dubbers. Greater London, you've got yours. Oksana. Georgina in Lincolnshire, you've got yours. It's great. It's been really hot in Ireland this week, I think, hasn't it? £6. Yeah, everybody's... everybody who's that I know that's out there has been putting stuff on Facebook about it being so lovely. £6.95 makes a nice change, eh? EXP 020, 400 carats of blue tiger's eye. These are puffy ovals and they're 10B8. I love the depth on these as well, and they're drill hold ovals, so you can do like a cheetah's cabochon. Tina Ballerina, the psychic tarot reader. You've got yours. Hayley in Cornwall. Make sure you're checking out your basket, my darling. Oh, I'd love to be in Cornwall right now.
Oh, me too. I love Cornwall and
me
Devon.
Too. And me. My daughter's in Cornwall or Devon now. I can't remember which one.
I love it down there.
I love it.
I'd move, but the thing, I love Cheltenham though.
I know.
That's the other thing.
I moved from Cheltenham though. I do love it, but I moved to Hertfordshire and I love that.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I love it. People are really nice in Hertfordshire. Not that they're not nice in Cheltenham.
No, they are nice.
They can be quite judgy, and I can say that because I'm from there.
They can be.
They're judgy.
Yeah.
And if you haven't got a 4x4, they want to know why. £6.95, EXP 024. The heart's massive, take you as you are.
Yeah, that's a good place.
I can say, my mum's from Cheltenham Rye. I'm not general, I'm talking about the people that I've experienced. I'm from there, my sister's from there. All the people I love are from there. £6.95, he's getting on his bandwagon. You're from Studley? You don't care. Are you from the Redditch? He doesn't live there now though, he lives somewhere quite posh, don't you? You live near Elle now. Elle just moved in right near you, didn't she? £6.95 EXP 024. That's because she heard that Ryan was a great babysitter, so she thought, I'm moving. That's what it is. I'm going to give you, can I do these 3 black strands, please? Black agates, thank you. Phil's called this bundle dark and mysterious. The opposite of you, Phil. You're not dark. You're not dark. Oh, what, in personality? Nah, you're not. You're not. He's not.
He's such
he
a
wants
teddy
to be
bear.
a baddie, but he's really too much of a goodie.
He's too lovely.
He's so lovely. But he has got Rottweilers. That makes him look harder.
Oh, well, that does.
Otherwise, you'd had no hope whatsoever, would you? Except his Rottweiler's like the softest dogs you've ever seen in your life. Can you not teach them to pretend to be like, no, they're not having it. Now you have got 3 black gemstone strands. Sammi, black, you need it in your life, don't you?
Yeah, because you need like stash, don't you, of stones that you can use as spacers or to fill out or anything like that. Black is a really, really good one for that, obviously, because it goes with every stone there is. So yeah, I have an awful lot of plain black stones and an awful lot of clear quartz for those reasons.
I mean, it just does not matter what you put this gemstone with, it's going to look fantastic.
But even if you just did it on its own with simple, like our gold coated spacer beads, looks really good, looks very dressy.
It does, because black and gold together just instantly looks classy, doesn't it? And expensive and very Chanel.
It does.
Chanel's very, everything to do with Chanel's black gold, that's their packaging. If it's good enough for Coco Chanel, darling, it's good enough for me. You've got 3 round strands here. They're 8mm rounds, so a very versatile shape. For the price tag that we normally give you 1, we're giving you 3. £6.95 for all 3, and this is a stash builder bundle. You've got to have your blacks. You can put your pearl necklace and have 1 black round in the middle for a focal point. You can put these in beady beads. They're going to go with absolutely everything, aren't they? You know what? They're great with metallic spacer beads in between, just like Sammi said. They're great if you want to mix it up with a little bit of wire. They're wonderful if you want to mix it up with a little bit of chain. TBG C30 is your item code. You've got 3 lots of, and they're all 170 carats each. A 36cm strand on each one. £6.95. Incredible, incredible, incredible value. Make sure you are checking out baskets. I've got 10 unchecked baskets for this one. We're really busy in this last hour. Cumbria, you've got yours. Kay in Cardiff. Anne, Christine's got 2. I've got Maura from Kildare. I've got Esther from Greater London Town. I've got Zoe in Beds. I'm trying not to say it, Zoe. £6.95. TVG, see every time. Zoe in Beds still. £6.95. Bedfordshire's nice. Biggleswade. That's a nice place, isn't it? In Beds. That's how they say it if you're on the train when you go past. They go, Biggleswade. My kids always go, Biggleswade. Now, I'm going to give you... Where? Oh, yeah. I never knew these were here. Oh. Some calla lilies. Everyone's got calla lilies, haven't they?
Yeah.
In their stash. We just love having them, don't we?
We do. They're beautiful. And again, they're something you don't need to do much to, so it's nice to have them. Minimal effort required, and they look fantastic. I love these on handbag charms. So they're lilies. They're calla lilies. Also, if you're making a wirework animals, it could be a hoof. Ooh. See? Cool. A prancing deer. Yes. Or a little foal. That's a lovely, but really, actually, they are gorgeous. Do you know what happened to us the other day? Somebody I know. They had a pony off us. This was even in the Horse and Hound magazine, and didn't know. And it was a lovely pony, like well bred and everything. Only went and had a mule, didn't it? A white mule. Wow. It was pregnant. Nobody knew. Wow. And it had a mule, a white mule. It's beautiful, this little muley. Anyway, have a look. Well, it's a donkey crossed with a pony. It's a mule. It's a mule. No, not Ponky. No. Ponky. Or Donny. Oh, he's really laughing at himself now. They're really laughing at themselves. Really proud of himself. A Ponky. Have a look at these. Now, these in Fascinators are great. Of course, it's Epsom Derby. We've also got Ascot coming up, haven't we? Ascot's this month. When's Ascot? Soon, isn't it? Fascinators. They're gorgeous for Fascinators, but also great in bouquets. Bridal bouquets often the bride wants something that she can take from that bridal bouquet. A lot of brides will press the flowers from their bouquet, but also now we're seeing a lot of gemstones and crystals being put into bouquets, aren't we? Yeah, people are much preferring now the forever bouquet.
Yeah.
Which is, so that's lovely. I think that's a lovely idea.
They do not charge a lot for them forever bouquets.
Oh my goodness me, don't they? I won't, you see, I'm naughty, because I won't charge that much for wedding jewellery.
Don't you?
No, because I think it's naughty to rip people off. I charge exactly what I would charge for anything else that I made the same way. I don't think it's naughty just because it's a wedding that people are allowed a 1 on the front of it. I find that quite awful.
Yeah, I agree with you, yeah.
So I won't do it.
I just won't do it.
I won't. That's it.
I know where to come then.
You do.
HDG P31. When my daughter gets married, I ain't getting married. £7.95 is your price tag for all these calla lily beads. I'm going to just, and these are made out of real unakite, which is, if you love jasper, you'll love unakite. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Look at this one. This looks like pressed flowers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got on my strand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 13 on my strand, but these look like pressed flowers. Every single one of our designers has got the calla lily beads. If they can get them, they have them, because I think they just look so different. Look at that. That's a Monet painting again, right there. That's so pretty. And they're different. Look, it's like a poppy field. That looks like a poppy field, doesn't it? Oh, I love those. Lots of you in for that one now. We're speeding through. I've been mixing everything up quite a lot, Phil. Here they are. Sorry, I thought you meant I had loads and loads of strands of... Now, we haven't had these in ages. These are so popular in the summertime. And my nieces, Leia and Mina, This is they've got the rounds of this and they've got the squares of this when we did the squares. They love it. They love them. It's the only strand like it that we've got, and it's the mixed colours in the quartz. So this is great for anybody who's just starting out jewellery making and you're not sure what kind of colours you're going to want to use. Get a strand like this, take all the colours apart, and you've got separately some really gorgeous colours. All together, you've got some really fabulous ones for the children when you mix them all up together. Little girls go crazy for these. You can make little bows out of them, you can make earrings out of them, you can make stretchy bracelets out of these. Now these have got really generous drill holes in them as well, and you've got all those wonderful colours. You've got the frozen blues, you've got the honey yellows or the Princess Belle yellows. You've got those fabulous lilacs there as well. Look at that. All the princesses are involved in this one. Look at that. Is that what appeals to actually Ali DeFoy likes that then? Is she a bit of a Disney princess? Yeah, apparently I'm hearing that. She loves all of that. Now, you have got a twisted oval. So these are going to work very well in lots of different ways, aren't they? And you're going to get that luster travelling around. These are going to work well in clusters. These are going to work well on head pins placed scattered. These are going to look great in between round gemstones as well. There's a lot you can do with them. Now, Sammi, you've got loads of kids. They'd like to use these as well, wouldn't they?
They would, but I do think when we just say kids for them, we kind of misrepresent them because they're good for everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
They're brilliant for beachwear as well, and they're great because if you love your pastels and you like to wear your sort of floaty pastel dresses, they're perfect for just wearing like that. With little silver, if you put little silver space beads in between them, it really dresses them up and it makes them look really classy. So you can go either way with those. That's what I like about them.
So they're really versatile.
They are versatile, and we kind of look at them and immediately think they're
kids are going to love them.
The kids are going to love them, the teens are going to love them, and stack of bracelets and what have you, which they will. But also they can look amazing in beachwear.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, one of these on a leather cord would look lovely too.
It does. I love the crackled effect, and people are quite fascinated by that as well. And the process that goes into making it, people find interesting too.
Yeah, they heat the quartz up and then they plunge it in ice cold water and it just goes like Roadrunner. Yeah. Like his eyes you saw shatter and then he falls apart, doesn't it? £6.95, such super value. TDG P35. Now, I'm going to move on because I've got something else gorgeous. Oh, can I do the tanzanite? This is a star buy, right? It's not. Phil's changed his mind. He's going to give you a star buy price. This is your star buy. Have a little look at what I've got for you. Beautiful player chromism. I've got such a stunning strand of tanzanite. You've got pinks in here. You've got blues in here. You've got those facets. Look at those facets. I love the fact that you've got a trilogy in the centre that needs to go straight into a ring. Tanzanite. Beautiful, beautiful. Tanzanite is such an important gemstone at the moment, isn't it? Jewellers are absolutely chomping at the bit to get this in their collections. Gemologists are all over this gemstone. It is a collector's gemstone. It's a gemstone you'll find at Cartier, at Tiffany & Co, at Bulgari. It's a gemstone that is so high-end. It's a precious gemstone, is tanzanite. And in this quality, I want you to look at the saturation of blue. Very striking saturation of blue. And a pleochroic gemstone is a gemstone that gives you more than one colour. So you're getting not just the blue, you're also getting flashes. When you get really close to this, you'll get flashes of pinks, and that's very apparent in this strand. You can see the pinks with the different tones that run through this with from the different lights. You can see those mauves and those pinks that shine through this strand. Now these are faceted rondelles, so they're going to make beautiful, delicate pieces. You can put this in line with white pearls and they're going to look absolutely breathtaking. Sammi, I know that you have to have tanzanite in your collection.
I do. I do love the glow for all the reasons. It's just that beautiful colour that you get, the kind of violets and the glows. I absolutely adore it. And again, it is something because of where I sell and what I do. It's something that has a certain status with it, and it's something that's requested.
People actually say to you, have you got tanzanite? When they see what you're making,
they do.
I
Oh, well, you won't have any tanzanite, is what I get. So I love to say, yes, I do.
Yeah, actually.
There, I've got it in this, and I've got it in this, and I've got it in this. So, yeah.
Would you recommend, therefore, getting your certificate of authenticity? Because if people
Definitely.
automatically assume that this is a gemstone that isn't accessible to you as a jewellery maker, then certificate of authenticity. Have you ever had to pull out your certificate and say,
I do show the certificate of authenticity for things like that, and amber and turquoise, things that are sought after and things that are often missold. So yes, I mean, they don't often believe that you'll have tanzanite because there's amazing marketing job done by the company. Yeah. So they won't necessarily believe that you'll actually have it on your store. So.
It's a striking strand, is this, and look at the price tag, it's only $24.95, except it's not today. We're going to take that price tag down even lower. You are not going to believe the saving that you're going to get. You need to be very quick. One of December's birth gemstones, and in a rondelle that is faceted, so very, very versatile at £14.95. It's a snip of a price tag. UYR U73 is your item code. Be very, very, very quick. $14.95 0800 644 655 is the way to do it on the phone lines, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com on the website. Luscious to have your company here today at Jewellery Maker. We love you. Jacqueline, you've got yours. Jewellery Maker in Greater London 10. Hazel, Derbyshire. That's probably not how you speak. Kaylee in Lancashire. Collector, you've got yours. Sandra in Inverness. Philippa, you've got yours as well. Collector in Cheshire, you've got yours as well. UYR U73. Kaylee, Linda's joined us. Inverness is nice, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's where my mum and dad met.
Is it?
They met in Inverness.
How lovely. I've been there because it's where you fly in there when you want to go to Fleur's house.
Oh.
Yeah. Her house in Scotland.
Wow.
Sorry, I know that my microphone's been a bit cray-cray. UYR U73. What do you reckon of that price, Sammy?
I think after you've just bigged it all up and then he does that with the price, that's a bit silly. It's very low,
It's a bit silly, Philly.
It's a bit silly, yes. It's very low. It's very low because it's tanzanite. That is a perfect pairing in my opinion, and that's exactly what I do with it. She's got some white topaz, so it looks amazing.
Have a look at this together. That is lush.
So again, you just have the white topaz, which is stupid at $11.95 price, down, and then just have like a few tanzanite at the bottom.
Yeah, why did he give that for $11.95?
I don't know. So you just need 4, wouldn't you, in the middle? If that.
Of the tanzanite?
Of the tanzanite. So you'd have white topaz, and then you'd have a silver bead, little tiny silver bead, 4 of the tanzanite, and maybe 1 bigger silver bead in the middle, and you have something that looks very, very, very beautiful. Not a lot of effort as well.
Tanzanite rings, tanzanite surrounds of cabochons, just a few elements, 3 or 4 in a bracelet or a necklace. Going to be a big profit maker potentially, aren't they? £14.95. Half the stock has now gone and been allocated, and I've got unchecked baskets. I'm going to squeeze another one in. I'm allowed to pick, and that's danger. When hasn't the amethyst? Is this amethyst or is it purple quartz? Can I do this? Because I love the graduations on
I love
this.
those.
I love these.
Yeah.
Just straight away. You don't have to do nothing. You just put them.
No, that's exactly what I do with them as well.
You get the green strand as well? Where's it gone? This one here. Oh, these are graduated as well. Is this emeralds? No, it's quartz. Wimbledon. That's what you should have called this. Graduation party. Oh, I gave you that yesterday.
Nice.
Graduation party. Oh, apparently that's been done before. So you've got the two graduated gemstones that make the most amazing earrings, because you've got all of that. Mark once made me some chandelier Clearys, and they were all graduated rounds, purple rounds, not dissimilar. Maybe it was this strand, but this strand is knotted for you. I wouldn't do anything to that.
No, just put a clasp on
Yeah,
the back
why
of
would
it. Yeah, exactly.
'Cause that's a good hour. That's a good hour's worth of knotting.
Yeah, it might be even a bit longer. It depends. Because it depends on how quick you are at knotting and
Not
how
very
experienced.
quick. Not very experienced.
'Cause you've got to get it right up close, haven't you?
I love that. I love the
beautiful.
colour. Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Really love that colour. You also get the green strand. Totes Wimbledon. Yeah, I love them. Like a mossy effect on
That's
these.
what I thought they were moss agate when I saw them.
Well, they're not moss. I went, are they? I know they're not, because I've already told you.
Yeah, I know. They're beautiful.
They're gorge. And look, these are graduated as well. I love this. So Wimbledon. It's so never all over. $6.95 for the two. You would pay someone more to knot those for you.
You would, but I mean, if you just put a clasp on that, there's no way if you would spend $6.95 on a necklace, would you?
No, you wouldn't even go right if you went into.
And you've got two.
The high street store beginning with a P that everyone goes, oh, I need something,
Yeah.
a vest top, and it's only £2, you go in there. Do you know what? The jewellery in there, I've bought some jewellery from there, I'm not going to lie to you, because sometimes you go out, you want something new on, and you just quickly... actually, it's not as low cost as it used to be, and you can't really wear the pieces more than once.
No,
is what
because
I
all
found.
the coatings and stuff come
Yeah.
off.
Whereas that's not going to happen with this, because it's a gemstone. So your investment is better because it lasts forever. You know, it is sort of, they do call that store throwaway fashion, don't they? And that's why.
I think Alison, I'll have two of them as well, because I know I can...
Alison, I'll have two of them.
I'll have two of those, yeah. Alison, I'll have two.
I'll have two of them, Alison. She's probably home by now.
I can turn that over really fast, and that's what I want. Something I can just quickly make a necklace, put it on the store, and it'll sell really quickly. Maybe stick £12 on one necklace, because that's nice and cheap. And then you've just, you know, and I've doubled my money on one strand almost.
And you know something, Sammi, you spend so much time doing the really intricate pieces. Yeah. It's nice to have something quick and fill your stall up.
Well, this is the thing, that's what you need, because you've got to have a mix and match, because not everybody's going to want... They're going to be wowed by the big pieces. They love them. They absolutely do. Absolutely wowed by them, but it doesn't mean that everybody's going to wear them. So, yeah, they're going to want something a little bit more affordable.
Loads of you there, Linda, Kaylee, you've got 3 of them. Susan, you've got yours. Leigh in Cardiff, Jennifer, Paula in Ireland. Loads of you there. It's great to have your company. £6 and 95 pence. MBG C23 is your item code. Sorry, I got pins and needles then. So I'm jigging around because I've got pins and needles. Sammi was like, what's she doing? I've got to move, Sammi, I can't knot. NBG C23. Plus I've had lots of cups of tea.
You have had lots of tea.
Why did I print them? Why? $6.95. When you've had a kid, you've got to be careful about
no
it.
trampolining for you.
I've warned Eleanor, don't cough too much. Don't cough too much at this stage of your life. There's nothing dignified about having kids, is there?
No.
Now, why don't blokes have to have? It's so unfair, isn't it? Oh, they wouldn't deal with it. They're big wimps, aren't they?
No, can you imagine?
Yeah, they only get a snivel and they're dying. Hang on, it's not loose women. All right, Phil.
It's only because he's a guy.
Yeah. I wonder what the guy version of loose women is. Top Gear, really, I suppose, isn't it? Is it?
I guess so. Grumpy old men.
Yeah. You don't like the new one? Yeah, but I can't stand Clarkson.
No, I can't
Can't
either.
stand him.
He makes me... He's got the sort of... He's the sort of person that needs to meet a pan at velocity, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Like,
Yeah, he's so smarmy and he says things that are really inappropriate. I know I'm the queen of that, but really like...
No, but derogatory.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he says things that aren't politically correct whatsoever. And don't forget what he did, why he's not doing it. Am I going to what? I would never punt. I would never, ever, in a million years, ever do that to you. No. Ever. It's wrong. I just want to put that out there. Don't forget it. It's like Gogglebox. Have a look at these together. They're gorgeous. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are lovely.
Aren't they gorgeous, these colours? You've got gorgeous lemon quartz and you've got beautiful ballet slipper pinks in your sunstone. Aren't they? Oh, I love it.
I love sunstone.
I'm going to put these together, but they look amazing. Don't they?
They do. Mark could do some absolutely fabulous twisted thing with those, wouldn't he?
I think you could keep it simple with these. I think you could put them together or keep it simple.
You
think
could.
they're love. $6.95.
2.
What is it with that price tag today? These are better sell out within 2 seconds. I think they're lovely. You'd put them together or keep them apart, wouldn't you?
I love the sunstone just on its own or even with pearls. It's gorgeous.
I love sunstone anyway.
Yeah, me too. The little coppery flecks you get in it that make it glow. I just adore it.
I think this looks gorgeous together at $6.95. You got a text message, Philip? Look at that. I'm going to trot over to you now, Lady Bender.
Lady Bender.
She's Sammi the Wire Bender Fletcher, so she's Lady Bender today, is what she is. Lady Bender and her splendour.
Oh, thank you.
Lady Bender and her splendour. Now, you had, as your challenge, some cabochon. You had one of those, well, you stole. Look how small you are now.
I know, I'm so
You stole. It looks like you've...
I'm
Alice in
actually,
Wonderland.
if I stand up, I'm no taller. I've got heels on
Took my
as
shoes
well.
off. That's better, innit?
I've got big heels on as
Oh,
well.
my toes. Oh, my gosh, you've got massive... Yeah, those are good.
They are
I might
pretty
steal
good,
them off
aren't
you. Now, let's have a look, because you've done the netting around the cabochon again, which is a little bit like Viking week. That's lush. I love that.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
I don't know why I sound
so shocked.
surprised, because you're really good at it. I did that earlier, like, I forgot how brilliant you were. She's ace, isn't she? Thanks so much for being ace today. And it's the aceness continues with the gorgeous Claire McDonald's and Broadbeaner. Zena's coming up for you in a second. Sammi, when are you on next?
I'm on the 9th, actually, so I'm on Thursday.
That's my son's birthday.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't forget to say happy birthday to him on air now.
I probably will forget, but I'll try.
Can you not? My mum does that. I'll try and remember. Like, Mum! You do the same thing. Yeah. Now, we've had such a blast. So tune in to Sammi on Thursday. What's your genre on Thursday?
I've got lots of pearls and I've got some wire. So I've got pearl knotting and wire.
Oh, if you want to learn how to do pearl knotting, then Thursday's the day for you. Please make sure you are checking out baskets if you have got an open basket online. And don't forget, the fun does not stop here. We are going to be with you until 9 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock tonight. We're live until 10 o'clock tonight with Zena, Broadbeaner, and Claire is looking hot today. Do not forget to tune back in after the break. We'll see you later.